Lord, we know that you have plans and purposes for all of us, Lord. The very breath that we breathe and the hair that is on our head, Lord, you have a number on them. And so, Lord, I just pray that as you present yourself to us, just as Melchizedek did to Abram, Lord, that we would, by faith, receive you into our hearts, Lord, that you've come and you've paid the price for our sin. Lord, you ransomed us, your word tells us, Lord, that those who hear your words and to do them have passed from death to life. So I pray that for us tonight, Lord. I pray that for your people, and that you would, Lord, I just pray that you'd bless this week and the people who come and compete, Lord, that you would be with them, watch over the horses, Lord. And we just thank you for the promises that you give us, your people, as we look to you, the author and finisher of our faith. In Jesus' name, amen.
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Napa, Idaho, we are proud to be here along with the Great Western Reining Horse Association, bringing you the Low Roller Reining Classic. Happens here every fall, along with 3 reining horse shows that happen right here in Napa, Idaho. Some of the greatest reining horses you've ever seen is going to be on deck for us this week. From the non-pros to the professionals, the trainers, I'll tell you what, derbies, futurities, maturities, we have all the ancillary classes. This is going to be a fantastic show. My name is Dusty Sagers, and we will be taking you on a tour of the facility and through the events that happen out during the show. We have everything from ladies' night, wine night. They're going to be playing Texas Hold'em. We have a craps table inside, and the vendor loop is amazing. If you're in the Napa area and come and can be here, stop by and see it, because it is going to be awesome. Along with that, you can catch us on the webcast, tell your friends about it. This is a show that you don't want to miss.
Next year will be our 10th anniversary for the Best Little Derby. We started out with what was going to be the Best Little Derby, has got into now 600 stalls, probably 500 head of horses, and $154,000 in added money, for $220,000 worth of prizes and added money, and one of the top 25 horse reining shows in the world. So we're not little anymore, but that's our name. That's our name. It's exciting. It's fun. We're gonna have a whole week full of a lot of horse showing going on. A lot of great horses and just some great competitors, and we're gonna have a good time.
We are here with Kim Nevin and Marco Ricotta. Some exciting things, Kim. Let's talk about this horse of yours. He was kind of a sleeper coming in here, as I understand. He comes in, how much money has he had on him as he coming into this show?
Less than $1,000.
Less?
He hasn't shown very much, and he's 7, right?
He's 7 years old, hasn't shown very much. Tell us a little bit what you thought was going to happen when you came here.
Well, I know that the horse has huge potential. We've owned a brother to him that's been really successful, and we've had him all his life, but he just hasn't been able to get shown because of health issues and things. So to have the opportunity to bring a horse here and run for this kind of money, especially when he hasn't had the opportunity before, it was really exciting.
Well, let's talk about the exciting. The score was a 222.
Yes, it was.
Wins a class in all 3 levels.
Yes.
Level 1, 2, and 3. Tell us what the money the horse has on him now.
A little less than $13,000 now.
$11,000 made on one run. Marco, let's talk to you about the run. Tell us what you was thinking when you went into the pen on him. Did he feel good? How the run went, and just describe the way it went.
I've been riding him lately quite a bit and get him ready for her. So we kind of go in a non-pro mood. And when she says, Marco, do you want to show the horse? I say, well, why not, And so I kind of get on a little early, and then try to check all my buttons, speed him up a little bit. And then he was really good. I mean, he performed really good. It's a really nice horse. He's a stud, really good-minded, a lots of style. Black, so he pay a lot when he's going inside the show pen.
Yeah, he had the chrome and you brought the heat. I'll tell you what, the TKO, that was a total knockout. You know what, it's been a total knockout for you guys so far this week with a little over 21,000 won between your family and your horse family. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Reining is a family, not just a function. That's what I've been talking about with these interviews and the places that we've been, the venues we've been to. Congratulations on your wins, and we hope to see you in the winner's circle here more down the road.
Thank you.
These chips have a number on the back side, so you're going to pick your own draw.
And you roll and you figure out where you're at in the draw. Come and put in your song request. That way you can write to whatever song is your favorite song.
If you don't come over and pick a song, you might have a friend that will. You're also going to roll the dice for a 7 or 11, and that'll get you a special towel. When you get ready to go in and you're sweating really bad, you go, oh, that's what that's for. That's so you can wipe off the sweat. And a 7! Woo! You the man, you the man. Look at that, a face only a mother could love. Oh, I do, I love him. I love him. He looks like he's been chasing parked cars. Is the dog gonna pick a song? 7! You need to throw it with a little anger. You're good. You're good. All right, there you go. 45. You don't need no lucky dog. You're good. Implements of the Horse Park Foundation. The bar is down there. They're serving wine and beer for free. That's the best kind. Throw me a couple of dice there. 11. Way to go, shooter. Yeah, buddy. 7-11. Oh, snake eyes. Ooh. Tell him to pick a couple of dice there. The luckiest dog I know. There we go. 8. Well, close. Yeah, 22. Woo! All right, buddy. 7. Oh, 8. Close. I can't add very well. She's an old pro at this. Get your song picked out. Hey, Dusty, check that song. We are a PG, family-rated, show here. Hey, you can't touch all of them. It's a COVID thing. Are you 21? You can't play this game then. Pick a chip. That's good. 16. Way to go. All right, good job. Emma, 83. Woo-wee! All right. I think that's an 8. Yep. Yeah. 7! Woohoo! 7! You winner, chicken dinner! Pick one of those chips. Get a good one. That's a good one. Oh, look at that! Numero uno! Number 69. All right. Woo! do it, girl, do it. 6! All right. If you're playing craps, that would have won you like a whole bunch of money. 72! Woo! Yeah, nice. Get yourself a 7 or 11. Just do it. Do it. Yeah, that doesn't win anything, but it's okay. But we're happy. You got a 5. Anyone, any of them, not that one. Oh yeah, roll them. Hey, 3. Yeah, you get nothing. 6. So close. Do it. 7! Winner, chicken dinner. 87 non-pro entries. Woo! World's record. How cool is that?
Is there any forgiveness for the things I've done? Is there pardon for sinners? 'Cause I know that I'm one before you. Before you. Would you take this heart of foulness and make it clean again? Would you pour on me your mercy as I confess my sin before you? Before you. So point my feet in the way they should go, and place your Holy Spirit in me. Lord, lead me in the way everlasting. I long to have a heart that's pure, and I need to have a heart that's pure before you. Before you. Oh Lord, forgive me. I need your mercy. Oh Lord, forgive me. Forgive me. I need your mercy. Your mercy. So point my feet in the way they should go, and place your Holy Spirit in me. Lead me in the ways everlasting. I long to have a heart that's pure, and I need to have a heart that's pure before you. Before you.
Folks, I'm here with Corey Vokun, all the way from Lincoln, Nebraska.
That's right.
Lincoln, I've been to Lincoln. That's a great town. They've got a great venue over there, too. Lincoln is set up nice. They host a lot of rodeos, a lot of Reinings, all kinds of stuff goes on at that fairgrounds there. But let's talk about the TKO.
Yeah,
For you to drive that far, tell me what was the incentive and why you're here and how things are going.
sure. Well, we showed here one time at the spring show at the Best Little Derby and had a blast. Loved the facility, the people. It's just a great show. And then when we saw these great prize purses added for this one, we made the trip.
So, how's things going this week?
It's been great. We cashed a nice check in the Novice Horse Non-Pro on Wednesday, and picked up a little bit in the Open yesterday. Today I'm somewhere around the 2,000 mark on my first horse, and I got another horse here in a few minutes.
We're going to call it a little over 2,000. We're going to let you go. Look how pretty she is, dressed up, show clothes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a great opportunity here. We get to talk with Dan Browning of Rain Dancer Video.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, pretty amazing one-man band. And what he gets done with what takes a whole production of people to at any other horse show.
Well, we don't forget that we got Caleb Tipton behind us with all of his graphics and his live scoring. So it's a whole support team with, it's not just myself. I couldn't do it without Caleb, couldn't do it without Jana, and all the good scribes that you guys have.
All taking care of you. And
It's great.
and
It's
taking
a
care of
great
us.
team you've got here.
It's great. It's been awesome. We are unique. Let's talk about that a little bit, about the fact that you get quite a bit when you actually come to this horse show.
The way that I look at it is more of a service more than trying to sell you something. I mean, they help out with getting me here. So they've got a time delay review. So when they get out of the pen, they can go down there and watch it automatically. I've got my video trailer sitting over there in front of Tim Bauer's booth that they can go over there 24 hours a day and watch their video as many times as they want to. It's just a self-service. They're also archived online. The facility gives us a good internet service, so it's good quality online, and you can watch it, go back to your horse trailer and watch it again.
So let's talk about Dan. We have known each other for how long?
Oh gosh, I started videoing because my wife, Reining, was a reiner. At the same time you guys were doing it, and you were doing theme shows, and her rookie year, we wanted to have something to help her train, so I bought a video camera. That was in 1997. And I just started going to shows, and I asked the other people if, would you want to be videoed? And I remember Billy Campbell, I asked him, I said, would you be interested in a video? And he says, what is that? That's back in the old VHS days. They would take their tape, they would hold 2 hours of video, and they would bring it to us each show, and I'd have a stack of videotapes, and I would just put it in when they come in and just add it onto their tape, and that was it. I started videoing standing on a barrel at J.D. Anderson's outdoor slide track.
That was great. And so I'm there with my daughter, and of course, people know Stephanie Forth was king at the time, and she was probably about 10 or 11, I don't know, pretty young. But we were up there, and she was riding a couple of horses in about every class she could. And Dan's like, you know what, I tell you what, for $10, $10 for the whole day, I'll videotape you. And it was like, and she probably had like, probably 15 runs or 20 runs.
She took advantage of it.
She did. But what a great tool that was to be able to have to do
Well,
that.
it is a great training tool, and that's why we try to look at it as a service and give you all the opportunity. You pay a little bit of fee with your entry fee, but you've got all kinds of opportunity to review it by yourself with your trainer. If you want to sell a horse, you've got the opportunity there to show it to somebody. We've got the big screen TV out there, so they watch it live. We do a live webcast. Everything on the webcast is archived. There's about 6 or 8 TVs around this facility. They all have you can watch the show almost anywhere in the building. It's got to a point where it's a really good production now between Dusty and Justin, who puts all this stuff together for us. Yeah, you never know what these two are going to come up with either.
That's right.
They put together some good material. I always try to make it a point where they can always see the arena. It may be a little bitty picture, and it's got a timer, so they know that they've got 5 minutes to run out there and feed the horses and get back before they miss something. And so that's always something that I've always tried to do, is try to keep the audience informed of what's going on at the show.
Thank heavens all these high-techy people all around me that keep this thing going. And
Well, it's working so far, so thanks for having me. I sure appreciate being here.
oh man, you're just well, you're a good friend and part of the family here at the Great Western.
It is a good family too.
Yeah.
So we are here with Jennifer Gilliam. Spinning Chick was the horse. Earlier in the week, we had some success. This is such a unique show with this TKO. You can actually win across the board and make more money than winning first place. Let's talk a little bit about that. You ended up second and third.
I believe so. Yep. Won just over 4,000 in the novice horse non-pro, 2 and 3.
What does that mean for you and your horse coming here and being able to garner that much money? One horse across the levels.
Yep.
Is that your mom? You can answer that phone if it's your mom.
It's okay.
That's the only way we do these interviews.
Yeah, so she was my only one in it, and I actually brought her here with the goal of getting her over 10,000. And we did it. So I was really excited for that.
That's awesome. Made it over the $10,000 mark. And now honestly, one run, $4,000, a little over 4,000.
Yep.
Right? So coming in here with already 6,001, how long did it take you to get that 6,000 on that horse?
I actually bought her, or she came from Rhodes River Ranch up there.
Yeah.
And she had won that as a futurity horse, I believe, and then hadn't shown a whole lot, had a couple babies, and she is for my kids. But I was like, we should breed her and we should get her over 10,000. So I showed her the other weekend, showed her 2 times, won 1,000. I was like, okay, we're getting there. And then I saw this horse show and I'm like, we got to go give it a try because we could do it there.
The total knockout, winner's circle, changing lives, changing statistics. Thank you, Jennifer. Folks, I'm here with Marie O'Neill. What a neat story we've got with her and Big Bad John. Novice horse, novice open horse, winning the money. Now, what I understand is the old boy is kind of a debut to get him out and get him running. Let's talk a little bit about your run.
Very true, very true. He's a 7-year-old stallion by HF Mobster that really just had a rough start in his training career. He had a little bit of soundness issues, just was on and off lame all the time, and I was still on maternity leave when I put my foot in my mouth about 2 months ago. I wasn't riding yet, and I said, we need to ride this horse. We need to get him ready for the TKO. I really want to do this, and yeah, here we are.
Well, that was pretty neat. What a great run it was, too, watching Big Bad John come out. Of course, we've been doing these song requests, and I'd seen it on there. They hadn't actually turned in a song request to start off, and this is kind of a neat story, too. So, of course, Big Bad John's the name. That's what I put in. And all of a sudden, it was your groom or somebody your assistant comes up. Connor comes up, talks to me, and he says, how about if we add this other song? And he says, can you do it in a 2-part? That worked out fun. It was neat. So let's talk about the winnings. Over $5,000 won. New mom. Debut with the horse. That's going to buy a lot of diapers for the baby.
Right. Well, we're trying to add a little bit more to it on Saturday with the open class, so hopefully our little boy's set for at least a year.
Oh, I imagine they grow fast. Well, congratulations on the run. Congratulations on the money. Congratulations on a new baby. That's the most important.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Marie. Folks, I am here with a neat story, Ashley Weaver. Let's talk about it. How has the TKO been for you?
It was great. Any show that George and this crew puts on, if I see it, I'm always here. It's always a good time. This is like a big horse show family to me. I love the facility. Here's a tip. If there's a horse show here, you want to come. I promise.
Let's talk about the total knockout, because yesterday, something happened with the co-champion. Tell us a little bit about your run and the co-champion and how you guys decided upon the prizes.
So me and Stephanie Parath, who is a great friend, we ended up tying for the championship in the the non-pro class last night, the 20,000 added. And both of our mares have had a rough couple of weeks. We've been showing the heck out of those things. So we chose to take the, better for the horse. Let's just let co-champion. And George was like, well, we can't end that way. And I was like, are we going to box? Or, I don't
It's a
really
TKO, yeah.
I don't want to hit my friend,
Right.
but if I have to. So George came on the idea that we hula hooped it out. So I was a little bit nervous. I've never had hula hoop skills before, but apparently that could be my side gig because I went for a full 2 minutes.
And what does Happy Gilmore say? It's all in the hips.
Yeah, it's all in the hips, it's belt buckle and everything. But we divvied up the prizes and
It was exciting to watch. Let's talk a little bit about the prize money that you've won currently in the show. Let's see your tally is where?
so I won $1,200. I had a little bit of a rough go in the novice horse the other day, but she still drew me a check for about $1,200. And then last night we won close to $11,000. So I'm going home with a little over, $12,500, something like that.
Okay, now out of the reining horse shows that you typically get to go to, has there ever been one where you can come and run for this much money at a time?
Not category 1. So that's a real good incentive for people to load up their horses and come here next year. Because category 1 is kind of the backbone of our sport. Your local shows, stuff like that. And you just don't get a run for that much money. So load them up and come.
Well, and the great thing about it too, talking about that, with 3 shows here, come to the low roller in the fall, come to the Derby in the spring, get your horse acclimated to the area, to the arena, and come win some money at the TKO.
Heck yeah.
Congratulations and safe travels home.
Okay, thanks, Dusty.
If you missed the TKO, well, you're going to have a second chance to watch it. RFD TV and the Horse of the West will bring it to you September 11th and September 18th. That will be at 10:30 Eastern, which is 8:30 Mountain Time. So I'm here with the McBurneys. We've been trying to get an interview. You guys have had some problems. We've had flat tires and different things you've had to fix. It's been hard to connect. However, they've also been a little busy in the show pen. Jordan, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on this week. We just watched you come out of the show pen, out of the show ring right there with a 222, currently leading this division, this open. Talk about the weekend and how what the TKO is doing for you folks.
This was a super fun horse show. I mean, all of our non-pros had a blast. Everyone won money. We got to show multiple times. The mare I just showed, she got better every time I showed her. So she was super fun. She was looking really good. Sean, let's talk to you a little bit. How has your week gone here at the TKO? And do you think this is a viable show? Do you enjoy the way the format's set up?
You know, I was just talking to some people this morning and stuff like that, and I think it is. I think it's unique, that's for sure, and it's the first time. You never know till you try it, right? So anyways, I think if everybody offers enough support to the Kings and stuff like that for next year, I think it'll be a real good deal. So there's, they're on to something.
I kind of think so. It's been fun to watch the classes starting off pretty slow and as far as numbers, and then, man, as they, like you said, kind of getting a feel for it.
There's a lot of entries for the amount of horses here too, though.
Sure,
I mean,
yes,
so
exactly.
for the actually, with it prorated out with the horses and everything like that, there was almost 100 horses yesterday. So in the non-pro, so there's a lot of, for the amount of horses here, there was a lot entered. So
let's talk a little bit about Whiskey and Diamonds and how the program's going.
Yeah, he had his best year ever so far this year. So with him paid into, all the reining and all the roping and everything like that, it's been really good. So
numbers are climbing. So
yep.
If you need a good horse, you need to check out Whiskey and Diamonds.
Yep.
Thank you guys and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're here at the Winner's Circle, and this is the neat thing. This future of reining right here. How much do you love reining?
I like it a lot.
It's one of your funnest things to do in the world.
Yes.
And you ride a lot at home?
Yes.
That's awesome. So you've had some success at the TKO. How many times have you shown so far?
I've shown it 5 times.
5 times, but just here at the TKO twice already? 3 times here already?
Yes.
Holy cow. And out of those 3 times, let's hear about your winnings, because I understand you're the top of the short stirrups now.
Yes. So the first time I got a 60.5, I'm pretty sure. And then the second I got 59. And then the third time today I got a 69.5.
69.5. Holy cow, that's great for the short stirrups.
So I won second in the first 2, and then today I won first.
2 seconds in the first, and she is here. That's 3 times. 3 times a winner right here at the TKO. We are so happy to have you here in the winner's circle. Congratulations on your win, you and Spinning Chick. And keep showing. I want to interview you more.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I've been told this, and it's really good to hear it, is that when people come to our horse show, it's not just about all the added money, all about the prizes. That what we've got is it's a sense of family, and hopefully everybody that's here feels that. And so we are that, and that's kind of what we're about. I don't know if you've noticed that we start with we have a Star Spangled Banner. We start with a prayer every morning. We do a lot to try to take care of each other in our family here, and we hope that you feel like you're part of the family. Anyway, so several years ago, we had 2 people who were part of that family that actually passed away. And hopefully that you had an opportunity to meet them. One of them was Becky Hansen. And Becky had she was an incredible horse trainer, but she got cancer. It was in her back. It took her out of the saddle. She wasn't able to ride anymore. But she had this uncanny eye for taking pictures, and took the most magnificent pictures. And she had such wit, and she started a Facebook page, and you just loved reading about it. She was funny. But she just had what we call the big picture. She just had the ability to see the blessings and see what the joy that life had in it. Her saying was spreading joy one image at a time. We've carried on that tradition, carry on that spirit that she had for seeing the big picture. So I'll just show you, 2020, we gave the recipient was Valerie Vernon. 2021 was some guy by the name of George King. And in 2022, we have someone that I would imagine everybody here has come in contact with, either here at our shows or somewhere within the Northwest and their shows. And if you haven't gotten yourself to the show office, because you got somebody else doing your entries, you need to make your way to the show office, because our 2022 recipient is Jana Day. And just to give you, there you go. Thank you. And just to give you a little bit of a background, so Jana, unfortunately, last year, as life does for us, gives us some trials and tribulations. She had a rare blood disease, resulted in a number of different treatments, and also a bone marrow transplant. And last October, you guys just were very supportive of that, and both in spirit and financially, and we appreciate that. But we wanted to honor Jana, and because she has family, and she also is just showed that spirit of the fact that, you know what, my trials and tribulations and what I'm going across, there's still a smile on her face, and you've seen that in the show office. And so we would like to honor our 2022 recipient of the Becky Hansen Award to Jana Day. Our second award is called the Darren Stanzik Spirit of Reining, and Darren's saying was attitude is everything. And and Darren was like that. He approached life, he approached his training, he approached coaching his non-pros in his attitude. And his attitude was, you know what, we're here on life, we're going to enjoy life, we're going to enjoy it. You know what, because guess what? There isn't anything more humbling than this sport that we've all chosen to do. Yeah, one day you get a good ride, and the next day that's a not so good a ride. And so you know what? It's your attitude and keeping that smile on your face, which is really important. And that was Darren, and that was what he was all about. So our 2022 recipients are is a couple. We did that in 2020. Michael Jackson's. Michael here? He was. You can't help but hear Michael up here in the stands. He's great. And our 2021 was David and Terry Stroud. Well, in 2022, it's also a couple. And we felt that it was important to recognize this couple because of a tremendous attitude and generosity to just so many people in the Reining community. I mean, they're not, they've had enough strife in their life as well, but it's the others that are around them and their ability to come to the rescue, be the first ones on the on site, and then also rally others behind them. Here's a couple of statements from some of the other folks that help support this. And so our 2022 recipients are Jolene and Devin Warren from Colorado. Jolene's not here. She's holding down the fort so that Devin can come and have a good time. So Terry Wagner, you guys know Terry, another Coloradoan who's now living in the great state of Idaho. Anyway, he describes Devin and Jolene by saying they've been friends and inspiration for so long. They're the epitome of living Jesus Christ. In everything aspect of their lives, there's a need and they can do anything. They're encouraging in every way and a financial support wherever they see a need. They're friends you can always count on through thick and thin. I love them dearly. They constantly minister to Guy Vernon. Guy Vernon passed away, and Valerie is now trying to take care of it. And they were the first ones to be right there to help Valerie and take care of the horses and help them get them sold and have continued to be right there to help Valerie. They're always upbeat and positive attitude, encouragement rubs off on the entire Warren Performance Horses team. Their work ethic is beyond compare. Their willingness to guide their clients through the process of fostering a partnership with their horses. We were so pleased to recognize the gracious, unending support of Devin and Jolene Warren, our 2022 Darren Stanzik Award winners. Thank you.
Sean, it's good to see you. I'll tell you what, this is our show steward. How many years have you been the show steward here for the Low Roller?
I hate to even count. I think I met you here, so as long as you've been here, I've been here.
I think so. So we're talking, gosh, I don't want to know myself now. 4 or 5 years, I think we've been doing this.
So.
Tell us a little bit about your duties as show steward.
Well, we're really the liaison between the exhibitor and the judges. But we handle anything that has to do with the rule book. And we also make sure that the wash racks are running and working good, the stalls are all in good repair. And if there's a problem with the dirt that the exhibitors are having trouble with, we bring that to the show management for them to deal with.
And then you also take care of, on the other side of it, as you say, you're a go-between between the contestant and the show itself. You're also there as an advocate for the animals.
Right. We certainly are making sure that all the animals are being taken care of, which these guys do an awesome job of taking care of their critters here. But if there's like PETA shows up or anything like that, we're going to talk to them, and we just don't want our exhibitors having to deal with that stuff, so I'll try to buffer that.
So you basically are the main complaint department.
Yeah, we handle a lot of that, and we don't mind it because this job is so good. The exhibitors are good, and our spectators are really good too.
That's something I've noticed about the low roller over the years is little confrontation, and the show runs extremely smooth.
It really does, and you can thank George King and his crew for that. I mean, those guys, we all call him the Energizer Bunny, but if you see him take his shoes off, he's going to fall asleep.
Yeah, so. That's exactly right. Well, Sean, thanks for the interview. It's great to see you, and I'm going to let you get back to running around.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We would like to take a second here and welcome you to the complimentary dinner brought to you by the Great Western Reining Horse Association. TKO is a world premiere event, and we are happy to have you here. We wish you all great luck going through the week in the classes that you ride in.
The Knockout World Premiere Reining event. What a deal. You happen to be here. You're going to come up here, you get a number, and then what you're going to do is this line right here, line up right there and throw at that cornhole, and if you hit the hole and it goes in, you win a prize. You get here and you get this memorable, yeah, something like that. Got TKO on this little chip. You're all looking at my hat right now going, I wish I could have one of those. Yes, you can. All you gotta do is stand right there, throw it through that hole and make it in the hole, and you can have a hat. Memorabilia, that's what that was. It's memorabilia. One more thing, and I'm a numbers guy. I'm a retired engineer. Emphasis on retired. Total purse tomorrow, $51,463. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of the most important things. Go pick out your song, because if you don't pick out a song, someone's going to pick one out for you.
Thank you, guys.
I want to thank everybody who has patience. My wife doesn't. All right, how are you cornholing? I want to see you throw that beanbag right over there and do it. All right, put it in that hole. Oh, almost. Take those. You bet. They're yours. It's for you. Souvenirs. To prove that you were here at the very first TKO. Okay, here we go. Throw those beanbags. Get me a hole in one over there. Oh, almost. Yeah, right here, right there is going to be number 41. Come on over here. Don't leave. No, don't leave. Come on over here. Ooh, that was close. They were just being really quiet. They're being real quiet. Oh, okay. Because she's the lucky one. She's lucky. 35. Yes, she is. You're drawing for me, too. Oh, I'm not in it. Yeah, buddy. Show me how it's done. One. Make it good. Make it good. Out of the way. Don't get in the way. Don't get in the way. Oh, that was close. I'm thinking you guys should be over there practicing. Hey, where are you going? Oh yeah, you can't have that. Yeah, we're gonna have three more. We're gonna have three more. But I'll give you one of these. I'll give you one of those. Only if you'll throw a beanbag. Okay. And go pick a song. Wait. We have rules about lucky dogs. Because nobody else vote. Okay, all right. No, everybody's bringing these lucky dogs. The other dog was really lucky. Are you going to be lucky? You brought the lucky baby. We had lucky dogs, the lucky baby. Oh, yeah, don't throw the baby.
I'm stealing that. If I say it 3 times, it's mine.
Number 46, Travis Wiggin. That rings a bell. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that's awesome. Number 1 is still in there. That's good. That's not it. Yeah. 15, see? Oh, guess what? Number 1! Woo, buddy! 61, or no, that's 19. Oh, it is 61. You're right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Knockout World Premiere Reining event. And I'm out.
Jackson trains and has people that ride with him at home, anywhere from 20 to 30 head of horses. He really focuses on trying to get a handful of futurity prospects for the years and showing the aged events. Great group of non-pros with him as well, and it's just so much fun to have all of them there. The industry has changed so much. I mean, I remember when I was a child, I ran for some national titles, world titles, but they were like Saddlesmith series. So my dad and I, we would travel 60,000 miles in a pickup for a whole summer just to one weekend after another, try to like just get that title. Those are some really fun memories that I have of a kid, you know, competing. Both our kids are showing. Kyle started showing just at the end of the last year when he was 6, and we're gonna let him show at this show, just getting him in the pen, you know, youth classes, things like that. Clay has done tremendous. I mean, he's won 10 and under in Oklahoma championship down there. On that same horse here, qualifying in the youth to go to Oklahoma. I think he marked like a 73 on her, or 73 and a half. It was an amazing run. And she was a 4-year-old. It's the same horse I've been showing. And so kind of crazy how we push our horses around to our kids and just throw them on, you know, and say, go get it.
I'm here with Jenny and Marco Ricotta. I got to tell you what, they have had a great show here at the TKO. Let's talk about what's been going on. I mean, this week has gone kind of fast and wild for you. Let's start off, Jenny, with what your accomplishments have been thus far on your own.
On Wednesday, I won the level 1 and 2 novice horse, and then 3rd in the level 3.
Oh, very nice. Now, payout on that one.
Almost 10,000.
Almost
$50
10,000.
short.
That's pretty dang cool. Yeah. That's really neat. Marco, let's talk about your run yesterday. You had a big run yesterday.
Yes.
And that was Thursday, really, and that was a big run.
Yeah, so I was sure a non-pro horse. I kind of in last minute like a catch rider, but it's really nice horse. So I won all 3 level, 1, 2, and 3.
And the score was a 222, if I remember right.
Yep.
That was a nice run, beautiful run. Now that paid just about $11,000
a little bit over 11,000, yeah.
So between the two combined on those 2 runs alone, you're looking at $21,000, a little over $21,000. So the week's been going pretty good, and we've got more runs coming up.
Yep.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
We've been thinking about doing this for a long time. And so we brought, it's TKO, the Knockout, world premiere reining event. What makes it completely different outside the box is there's no aged events. So there's no fraternities, no derbies, no maturities. It's just the open, the intermediate open, limited open.
Anybody can come play?
Yep, it's all the Category 1 classes. The only difference is there's $154,000 in added money.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yes. It's a place to come and show your horse.
It is.
It's a place for your owners to want to pump horses into here.
There's certificates you can get for your horses.
Okay.
And it goes from like, here's a silver certificate, gold, a platinum, and it's based on money earned on Category 1. Well, what better place to do is come someplace where there's a lot of money in Category 1.
Sure.
That's what we've got. So the other thing is that in the NRHA, our world champions, reserve world champions, the top 10 world finalists are all based on these Category 1 classes. Nothing on the Category 2, the fraternities, derbies, and stuff like that. All Category 1. And there are people back east that, they make a trailer race out of it. I mean, you go and you're trying to hit. It's like rodeo.
Yes.
You know what? You're just trying to hit everything you can to try to earn enough money to be at the top of the list at the end of the year. Most classes you're going to go to, $1,000 added, $2,000 added. Our open class is $20,000 added.
That's nice.
Intermediate, both the open and the non-pro. Intermediate is $15,000 added.
Here with Karina Carr, let's talk about it. Winner's Circle, TKO. What was the class that you won, and how excited are you to be here?
Well, I'm very excited to be here. The classes I won, I think, were the non-pro, the intermediate non-pro, and the prime time.
Then this is why I asked that question, because that's pretty cool. That's not one, that's two, three. That's a pretty good paycheck. We want to talk a little bit about what this show means, the TKO, and the added money that's here. George talks about in one of the interviews how the Europeans had this figured out, where you can come to an event and get a higher class of money that can possibly change world standings. Now, you're coming to us from our neighbors to the north, as we like to call you, out of Canada. You get how many shows a year that you get to go to?
We have normally 3 or 4 shows a year. We got a new show last year that they just started up for us, but we don't have a lot of shows, so we have to come down south. And to have a show like this for the aged horses is amazing, because normally the shows outside are derbies and fraternities. So
how's the prize money compared to the shows that you're used to going to?
For the ancillary classes like the non-pro, we normally have 1,000 or 2,000 added, I think is the standard that we see. So coming here for 20,000 in the big non-pro class and 15 in the intermediate, I think is huge.
Yeah, 35,000 and across 2 classes. That is a big deal. Pretty neat. We are glad to have you here. Congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck on down the road.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Karina, as you ride out, I'm going to put a smile on your face. How about a score of 73 points? Folks, I am here with Thomas Brighton with Brighton Performance Horses. Thomas, let's talk about your program and what you do at home in your barn, and how many horses you've got, and what your program is right now.
Our program is revolves around reining horses, obviously. We do it all. We do all the aspects of reining horses. We start with the 2-year-olds and hopefully bring them up through their futurity year, and then keep them through their derby years, and then hopefully they all make good rookie horses later on.
Are you breeding at your facility, bringing up colts from babies, or are these a lot of your outside horses?
There's mostly outside horses, but the last couple of years, my wife in particular has kind of taken a little bit of the breeding thing under I guess her supervision, under her wing, and that's kind of been her baby. So we've got a couple of home-raised babies that we're just crawling on this year, and they seem to be going pretty good. So we'll see if we're good at it, or if we need to leave it to somebody else.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to be just fine with it. Tell me about this show, what it means to you coming here.
We love the Great Western shows. They're just a great place for people like me to come and put some earnings on some horses, and we don't have to drive across the country to be able to do it. George and Robin, they do such a great job putting these on, and they take good care of us, and that's why we like to sponsor Great Western. Is it's just a great group of people, and they really care about horses, and they care about all their participants.
Well, now that's one of the things that's going on with three shows are going to be at the same venue here.
Well, and it's exciting because, I mean, where else can you go to run for like 15,000 in an intermediate open?
Exactly. Yep. Thomas, it's been great visiting with you, and good luck throughout the week.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome here to the best little derby in the West. These awards are quite prestigious. The Becky Hansen Award is spreading joy one image at a time. Becky liked pictures, always happy, always upbeat. This award goes to the people that have overcome the adversity in life, and come out successful on top, come out the other end, being down on the ground and crawling back up. They say get knocked down 7, stand up 8. And that's kind of what this award is about. It keeps you going and keeps you smiling, keeps you happy, and it is one image at a time, one memory at a time, and that's what we strive for.
The Becky Hansen Award here that we usually give away, it's spreading joy one image at a time. This award is an award that is given to a person that has overcome or dealing with some adversity in their life. Our friend Becky optimized courage and grace under very tough circumstances. The person we have chosen for this award this year is near and dear to our hearts, and also to many of yours as well. He is an NRHA lifetime member who has successfully shown horses, spent many years serving on NRHA committees, such as the affiliate committee, the non-pro committee, and currently the aged events committee. He tirelessly works to promote the reining horse through the shows that he and his staff manages twice a year. He is consistently thinking outside the box to bring additional and better reining to the Northwest. We couldn't have wanted us to give this award to him. He did not want us to give this award to him at all. However, he has overcome a lot of adversity this past year. A year ago, on May 3rd of 2021, George King sustained a broken pelvis from the back and the front from a horse accident that went over on top of him. I came home from work that day and I thought, I think I'm gonna go out to the barn. And I walked past the horse that's just standing there with the saddle on. And then I kept walking around, went out to a different arena, and I came back and I could hear him yelling, "Help! Help!" And I was like, what are you doing in here? And everyone else is riding outside. And he apparently wanted to ride his horse inside. So he was wheeled away from our barn in an ambulance to the hospital, which he spent till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning in the ER before they realized he could get admitted. Meanwhile, they postponed his surgery for at least 2 days because that's what they do unless it's in an internal situation. Luckily, he did not have any broken spleens or anything like that. However, after he had been through a 6-hour surgery for a broken pelvis, they had to infuse him with at least 5 units of blood. And he was in the hospital for at least 10 days before he could get out. And if you guys understand what the hospitals are like nowadays, no one can go visit. Only one person. And so I would order Starbucks and have it shipped to him because I knew he wasn't eating and he likes coffee. Meanwhile, after he got home, his recovery was very painful. Through all this pain, he never lost his sense of humor. He kept doing his Facebook videos. Investigative journalist. Yeah. Investigative journalist. Yeah. He also maintained his joyful, positive attitude through this all. He called his walker Wanda, and he danced with her daily. In December, after we got home from the NRHA fraternity, about 10 days later, he did get sick, and he ended up he got tested positive for COVID. So he was home dealing with this all by himself, other than we lived next door. My mom had to go take care of her parents that were in need to be tended. We worried about him all the time, and I remember going over there and I told him, if you do not get up, if you do not move, and you just lay on this couch, you're gonna die. Get up and move. And at that point, he told me I was no longer his favorite daughter. So he did end up getting the COVID pneumonia, and he recovered and moved very slowly. He overcame this as well. And during all of this, he still continued to keep working on these 2 shows that we put on. George loves the challenge of putting on these shows. He is always thinking outside the box and believes that the people must have a good time while they're at the shows. He is our leader, and we are so thankful that he lives another day to be enjoyed in our lives.
This is not who I voted for, and who I thought was going to get the award. No, I appreciate it very much. You know what? And yeah, I tried to kill myself twice this year, but the good Lord was not done with me. You know, here we are. This is great. God bless. Yeah.
Hey folks, I am here with Lee Latham. I have to tell you, she takes care of the silent auction and does so much for the low roller. Position on the board.
Yes.
Okay, what
Vice
is your
President.
Vice President? Tell us about this silent auction and how fun it is. I was looking at the layout, and it seems to me like you've got a lot of stuff that we didn't have last year. A lot more stuff, I should say, maybe 2 or 3 tables.
Well, yes. This auction has been going on for 12 years, and it's evolved. It's evolved to what people like. Our horse showers bring dogs, kids, close to Halloween right now, so we have costumes. So we're trying to kind of address what's going on. We have show shirts for sale. We have a lot of bling, a lot of horse blankets. We have Halloween costumes, dog stuff, lots of dog stuff. Everyone loves their dog.
Well, I got to tell you, there are some neat things in here. I've been bidding. I haven't got through the whole thing yet. I was able to write down on a few things. You want to check the auction and check it often. But I noticed there was some handmade stuff by your lovely husband, Dr. Rick.
Yes.
Let's
Dr.
talk
Rick.
about the stuff he has put in here and the talent that that man possesses.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? My husband Rick built a wood shop. He decided this was going to be his new hobby. Well, now it's his new life. He loves it. Comes home, he's in the wood shop. We put a phone in there so I can call him. I mean, he is in there every hour that is light out until he has to go to bed. He loves it. He has taken it to this next level. He's always got a YouTube how to figure out this and do that. And his latest creation is this rocking Adirondack chair with 2022 carved in it. It's amazing.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And he's got there's some little wood boards over there that he's made too.
Yeah.
Some designs of sand dunes.
Yeah, It's creative.
Yeah, an artist and an artist's mind. But I got to tell you another one, folks at home, and watching this, one of the things, and you'll see through the winner circle because we're doing our interviews for the winner circle on the great card table that he built.
Yeah. Yes, he decided that along with the craps table we bring for the entertainment of our customers, he wanted to build a poker table. And we did look at them online, and he says, I can build that. So he ordered the cloth, he got out the dimensions, and sure enough, he and our son put it together in 2 days, and here it is.
Man of many, many talents.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, Lee, real quick, the benefits of this? The silent auction goes back to where? The proceeds?
The silent auction has always been a supporter for our crisis fund. We have trainers, riders, contestants, family members that have suffered through many arenas of their life, through loss, sickness. We're helping them. Everyone chips in. Everyone donates through the auction, through just funding, and that's where it goes.
Well, we sure appreciate it, Lee. We appreciate everything that you guys have done and what you continue to do and helping the people. We're going to let you go and get back to it because we see people checking things out.
Good.
And it looks wonderful. Thank you, Lee.
Up. Thanks. That's
Folks, what an exciting week we've had here in Napa, Idaho. The 2022 Low Roller Reining Classic is coming to a close. We started the show on Sunday, had paid warm-ups previous to that leading into it. The excitement that was here, if you wasn't here or watched it on the live webcast, you missed one heck of a reining. We had everything from the great vendor loops. Our sponsors are amazing. You should have seen the people at the craps table.
So on a paradise, there are 36 possible combinations.
The card table playing Texas Hold'em. Draw parties were fun.
Any of them, not that one. Winner, chicken dinner!
We had so much entertainment going on.
Welcome to Cowboy Church.
If you've ever seen the sun sink low in a western sky.
I'm just excited to come to the low roller event. These are my kind of people, right? These are real, these are raw, they're down to earth.
The amazing runs in the arena, the close challenges, everything from a 225 and a half tied in first place to successfully becoming a 227 on the very last run of the day to also garner first and second prize. That is kind of the close races we had here. The youth awards.
Your first place team is team number 4.
The open derbies. The ancillary classes, the people that have qualified to go to Oklahoma now. Everybody has enjoyed such a great time. We want to wish you all a very happy 2022 throughout the rest of the year. Don't forget, in 2023, we are going to have 3 reining shows here, starting off with the Best Little Derby in the West. Then we go in June to the TKO, the new knockout futurity that we're going to have, and also back to the low roller in the fall. Thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you in 2023. I'll tell you what, this is an interview I have been looking forward to for several years. Nicole Reining, Reining Horses, one of the toughest gals to get an interview with, and this is why. She is always so busy. She's got horses galore, and she's just wanted everywhere. She's busy. Now you moved into Sky River Ranch, and you'll be training out of there.
I am, yes.
There's going to be 2 of you in there training out of there.
Yep.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
My fiance, Adam Johnson, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've kind of been talking about it for a little while, hoping that things could work out and that could work to get us both in there together. So, and it finally did, and we get along great and love what we do.
Well, that'll be fun. 2 different entities.
Yep.
3 different entities if you talk about the Strouds.
Yes,
and everything coming across there. But 3 great minds, 3 sets of great minds coming together. I can't wait to see what comes out of that barn.
I'm super excited and very thankful that they gave the opportunity.
Nicole, it was a great interview, and I'm so glad we got to talk to you finally. Thanks a bunch, Nicole.
Thank you.
Idaho Horse Horse Park Foundation, thank you. Thank you for the beer. Alrighty. We start with the multiple entries so that we can ensure we have proper spacing. Bill Colbert, Kathy Martin, Greg Peterson, Gavin Warren. All right, Gavin, you got 2 horses? Don't look like Gavin. Yeah, right, sure. Let me see your ID. 10. Good job, way to go. And number 3. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah, just sneak up and scare me like that. Go ahead, pick any one of these. Not that one. Okay, that's good. 48. Good job. You gotta go talk to Dusty, and you gotta give him a song. You've always had a song you wanted to ride to. Now's your time, because you're here at the best little derby in the West.
Let's do Get Busy by Sean Paul. Excellent.
Vanessa Rogers? Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Winner, number 1. Woo! Oh, everybody else is happy now. Everybody else is happy. You know what that means? Clean ground. Zach Bourne, Joanne Pettit, Vicky Diaz. Woo, buddy. George Dipterios. Is that close? I got the George part right. Yeah. So what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Because I'm looking for friends. Okay? I'm making friends. Hand away. We're getting there. 38. 33. Well, wait a minute. No, you got to take it like that way. Yep, it's 33. Yeah, yep. What a 6. One's already gone. Paley Capaci. That's Italian. I don't know. Is that Italian? Capaci. See, I told you. It's a good lucky guess. Madison Bowman. We're getting there. 51. Way to go. Woo! There's nothing but good ones left. You're lucky. All the bad ones have already been taken. I can't take it. 40. Woohoo! I told you they're good ones. Lucky 13. I'm gonna start doing magic tricks. 43, that's yours. Lisa D'Antoni, 49. And number 41.
Go ahead. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
We're kid friendly here now. Don't forget to check out in the office. I have gotten writer's cramp because I am signing checks every day. All right, hey, thanks everybody. There's some free beer. Having fun.
All right, we're here with Tim Bauer. We've had multiple interviews with this guy. I noticed some things are changing, Tim. I'm looking around. Holy cow, this looks like a storefront now. Something's missing.
Yeah, the trailer. It's sitting in the parking lot saying, "Hey, I need an axle."
You know, it was kind of funny in the scavenger hunt we talked about and stuff. One of your trivia questions was how many miles does Tim Bauer drive a year?
Where's Tim? Oh, right, Tim. Well, we're going to ask you 20 questions so we can come up with a good answer. It's higher than 20,000?
Yes.
Higher than 40?
No.
It's between 20 and 40. Higher than 30? So it's between 20 and 30. Okay, between 27 and 30. So between 20 and 27 then. Oh, lower. 26K.
Knock on wood. I don't know if we jinxed it with that interview or how that all went down, but alas, the trailer quit him. But Tim, we're glad you made it here. I imagine it was quite a feat to get everything in here with no trailer to pull.
Well, details. You know, just hook up and go. Yeah, we got the trailer here. And once we got it here, we got her unloaded.
Run it till it sounds expensive.
Yeah. Well, it quit sparking, and so we're good.
I was wondering what them wildfires were in southern Idaho.
Go fast enough, we're good. Yeah, it's a sled.
Well, we sure appreciate all you do for the Reining shows here in Napa, Tim. And we'll see you down the road, hopefully on wheels.
Yep. There you go. Well,
Thank you.
thanks.
Rhonda, we need to talk a little bit about one of our dear friends and great sponsors here at the Reining shows, Tim Bauer.
He's a great guy. I love Tim. Okay.
It's amazing,
Yeah,
right?
he is.
Had a little problem getting here, trailer breaking down, things happening. But here's the cute thing, and I was just talking to him. Did we jinx it with the scavenger hunt and the trivia question?
No way. I couldn't. I am lucky. You forgot that part.
You are lucky.
So, no. So, if anything, I am here to bring Tim some good luck. I mean, Tim's the man that even when something doesn't go together right and you take it in, he just puts it together for you, puts a screw in it, changes out something for you and hands it back to you and says, have a good day. So,
The horse trainer's handyman.
he is. Yeah.
So talking about help for Tim, there's several ways we can do this. There's a raffle going on. You can buy raffle tickets. In the raffle is going to be a set of Romels. They have a handmade knife from the folks here on Bender Row. There's a hanging beaded pitcher.
Oh.
It's one of those gorgeous pictures you've seen.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm in.
Now, you know there's several ways to get these tickets.
I heard about this. I mean, there's even like little kids running around here with handmade written signs, you know, selling raffle tickets for Tim because everybody loves him.
The other thing you can do is we can stop in the office. You can get them there. If you happen to be at home, don't be afraid to call in. The number will appear at the bottom of the screen there, be on the ribbon. Go ahead and call in. Give him your credit card. Help Tim out a little bit. All these proceeds are going to further help him get up and down the road so he can further help us. Tickets are 1 for $5, 5 for $20. And the neat thing is, if you want to spend $100, you can get your body length or whoever happens to be standing close to you. You know, who's the tallest person you know around here?
Oh, maybe Sean McBurney?
Sean McBurney, yeah.
They're camped close to me. I might be able to work a deal.
Weasel him in there, yeah. Because, I mean, let's put it, you have that altitude disease.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
You didn't grow very tall, so.
I'm not going to get a good deal on that, on the by my height deal.
Yeah, well, you better make friends with Sean.
Okay, I can do that.
But folks, we'd appreciate anything you can do. And Rhonda, we appreciate your time and the interview. And
Yeah, anything for Tim. Let's get him going.
we appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so folks, I am here with the McDowells. I always love this interview because it changes so progressively with not only your horses, but your family. Kids are growing. You guys are running all over the place. Horses everywhere. I had the chance, Amber, to talk to Matt a little bit before our interview a day or so ago. And he says that we were talking about your Facebook pictures with your new babies.
My favorite thing in the world to do, take pictures of my babies.
Matt said that you have taken over kind of the reproduction end of things. And tell us a little bit about your foal crop, will you?
Well, thanks, Dusty. I like to call it a horse trainer's 401k. So as we get a little older here, we're trying to grow our program and grow our breeding program. And that's been a passion of mine for as long as I can remember. So this year we've got 13 foals on the ground, and I'm really excited that next year we've got about 15 to 20 coming. So we're in it full force right now. So yeah, it's been real busy, but I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Let's talk about your showing yesterday.
Sounds great. Oh, I got a few new horses this year, so I was testing them out yesterday, and it went really good. Like a few of those new horses showed good. I showed my son's horse; he was good. I was top 3 or 4 in both on the novice horse classes, and then I was kind of schooled all my Derby horses to try to get them all ridden yesterday. And I'm looking forward to the Derby this week. I got a pretty good crop of Derby horses and 3-year-olds this year, so training's been good. Clients are great, and it's always family fun for us. So we're here to do that too. Yeah.
Now, you touched on when you were saying I rode my son's horse. We want you to tell the crowd about Mason and what's going on with him and his showing and really how far that kid's progressed.
You do stuff with your kids and you try to build confidence in your kids. And Mason just took to the horses. I remember the first time Amber literally threw him up and took a whip to him to make him lope. He was crying and screaming. I heard him from the Outback 40. And once he did that, the kid took to horses. And it's been such a confidence builder for him. My Maddie and our daughter showed sheep. My other son, Gunner, he's a wrestler and he's a very good athlete. And so he's got his confidence. So it's really neat to me to see all your kids doing something that builds their confidence for life and something they're working for and goals.
Let's talk about the TKO.
Yeah.
Are you going to be coming back to the TKO here in June?
Yes, it's a cool event. We're really excited about it. Our clients love it. And it's something that can put you up there in the world standings real fast. And I don't know if people know this, but I won my first rookie check at 31 years old. I wasn't raised in this sport. I didn't do this sport. I was self-taught. It was something my wife got me into when we met, and I never planned on being a horse trainer. It's just something, but I love competition, and those deals where rookies and non-pros can come and they can win a lot of money in those events, and reach some goals without traveling a million miles. It's really neat. It's going to be great, and I'm excited to show a few horses here. And George always has looks above and beyond for the next best thing, and I'm really excited about his event.
Well, that's neat, and what a family. You talk about diversity. We've got the full crop. We've got kids coming up. We're coming to the TKO. We come out of an outfitter bunch, hunting, fishing, loving every minute of it.
Yeah, but I was raised not training horses at all. I was an outfitter, and we had a Cessna. I flew airplanes and packed horses and packed deer and elk and goats and mountain sheep and all that stuff. So changing over to this has just been what God's will was for our family, and we've enjoyed it every step of the way.
Well, we sure appreciate your sponsorship, and it was a great interview with you folks. Good luck the rest of the week.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Sydney Weaver, let's talk about the TKO and how your experience is coming so far. We just snagged her right out of the show pen. She just showed in this last set, and we're like, hey, we need an interview with the champion. So here we are at the Winter Circle. How's the TKO been?
TKO is amazing. It is so much fun to be able to come up to Nampa, Idaho with a great group of people. And, you know, the crew that runs this show is absolutely second to none. And they make your show experience so fantastic and wonderful that it's great to be able to bring our horses, and the ground's good from day one. The music's always awesome. So it's a great place to come and show.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your winnings so far this week.
Okay, winning's always a good thing. It's always a fun thing. And, you know, we kicked off Monday with the win in the Intermediate Open. So that was pretty fun, you know, in that outdoor coverall. And, you know, this week we still have the novice horse and the non-pro and the intermediate non-pro. So we still have a few things that are on the list. But, yeah, we kicked it off the right way for sure.
Thanks, Sydney.
Hey, thanks.
Exhibitors, if you win, we want you in this Winter Circle. Not only here, we want to capture an interview with you. You got a Rocky on one side. We got a young Elvis over here, young skinny Elvis. And tell you what, this is where the money shots are.
TKO is amazing. It is so much fun to be able to come up to Nampa, Idaho.
So you can tell us about your winnings, your hard work, and how your run went here at the TKO. I'm here with Matt Livengood. I've been calling him Living Good. We just got that corrected. It's been fun. Hey, tell us about the new stuff back here at the back gate.
They've got this this big screen back here that's a leaderboard, and it's got the draw on it. It's got all the drags listed on it, and then as the scores come in, they put those scores up, and so people can see exactly where they are in the class. And this has been an incredible addition. Before we had a whiteboard and had to write them all down and try to keep tabs and erase and fix it and all that. This just keeps it all straight. The competitors love it. I love it because I can look up and go, oh, okay, we're just about there.
That's neat to see because you can honestly look. You can see who's up now, who's up next, who's coming up in one or two. Then you glance over to the other half of it. Man, there's your leaders. And this updates instantaneously when they come out and the scores hit the scoreboard, right?
Yes, they do. As soon as the scores get announced, they hit the scoreboard, they're right here. So it's instant, like you said, instantaneous.
You know, and that's awesome. And the other thing, we've got another TV set up over there. You can come here, see where you're at, where you are in the standings. Then you can go over and review your run a horseback, too. Thanks, Matt. Great to have you here at the show, and it's great to see you.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Here at the TKO Lounge is a spot where you can sit back, relax. We have two video screens, usually indoor and outdoor. This one right now is a new feature that we brought up. This is the leaderboard. It shows you where you need to be and where you're at in the money, what money you stand to win currently. So as the show goes on, you can see where you stand, what you stand to win, or what you stand to lose. Need to pay attention to the leaderboard. We're so thankful for Caleb Tipton and all of his technology. See people stopping by, they're checking out the leaderboard. It's a new feature that we have added, and I'll tell you what, the people are enjoying it. One of the best things that happens at the TKO Lounge is the location. Right here on Vendor Row, you can walk up and down, do your shopping, and when your feet get tired, Stop by the lounge and see what's going on inside and outside and who's at the top of the leaderboard. I'm here with Matt Livengood. I've been calling him Living Good. We just got that corrected. It's been fun. Hey, tell us about the new stuff back here at the back gate.
They've got this this big screen back here that's a leaderboard, and it's got the draw on it. It's got all the drags listed on it, and then as the scores come in, they put those scores up, and so people can see exactly where they are in the class. And this has been an incredible addition. Before we had a whiteboard and had to write them all down and try to keep tabs and erase and fix it and all that. This just keeps it all straight. The competitors love it. I love it because I can look up and go, oh, okay, we're just about there.
That's neat to see because you can honestly look. You can see who's up now, who's up next, who's coming up in 1 or 2. Then you glance over to the other half of it. Man, there's your leaders. And this updates instantaneously when they come out and the scores hit the scoreboard, right?
Yes, they do. As soon as the scores get announced, they hit the scoreboard. They're right here. So it's instant, like you said, instantaneous.
You know, and that's awesome. And the other thing, we've got another TV set up over there. You can come here, see where you're at, where you are in the standings. Then you can go over and review your run a horseback, too. Thanks, Matt. Great to have you here at the show, and it's great to see you.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's been a long, bumpy ride sitting back in the saddle. It's time to get down, dirty up our knees in the battle. Oh, come on, round up the boys, gonna make the walls rattle. Oh, our flag is tattered and our bones are shattered, but it doesn't matter cause we're moving forward. Round them up, let's go. Round them up, let's go.
Yo, Adrian. Hi, just kidding. No, it's me, your host for the TKO. Let's talk about the TKO. We have had an exciting week here for the inaugural TKO. Total Knockout World Premier Reining event. We had the big rides, the big slides. We had spinning and winning. Started off the week with Cowboy Church.
Is there any forgiveness for the things I've done?
Now we took you on a tour of the facility. We had a blast at the draw parties.
All right, a 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, buddy.
We got to see a lot of winners, a lot of lead changes, a lot of money. Man, the money was big here. Your friends are going to be talking about it.
Here's a tip. If there's a horse show here, you want to come. I promise.
Lots of champions crowned here this week at the TKO. Brought to you by the Great Western Reining Horse Association. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Round them up, let's go. Round them up, let's go.
Let's get ready to TKO.
May I get a few seconds of your time to get some things off my heart? Now, I'm not forcing you to agree with me, just a little cowboy wisdom to impart. We have some elected leaders that don't know wrong from right, and you can only push a guy so far until he's finally forced to fight. You see, they've tried to turn us against each other with how we voted and the color of our skin. I think it's time we start picking our leaders by the depth of character that is within. See, we're only asking for God's judgment, and we're headed for certain doom when the ones that lead this country celebrate killing babies in the womb. And we have some rights as an American that have stood the test of time. Just because you're letting them have yours does not give you the right to take mine. Yes, we own guns, and that's our right, and we'll have as many as we please, because a man would rather die fighting from his feet than begging from his knees. And no matter how I wish to worship, my relationship with God is my own. Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and only He will sit upon that throne. Salvation's only found through Jesus, and that's why He died for me and you. Now don't let anybody try to be your God, no matter if they voted red or blue. And I'll stand proud to be an American in a country that God has certainly blessed. And I'll stand to honor our flag and our soldiers. And I'll thank God for our home in the West. So you politicians, you better get to praying before you come for my Bible or my gun. I'll be dead and gone before you can have either one. As I see this country quickly fading, being given over to the evil ones, I beg of you today, dear patriots, don't lose grip on your God or your gun.
Folks, I'm here with Pat McCarty with Stall Grazer, the owner of Stall Grazer. Him and his wife Dana has been taking care of this. You was talking to me, we were talking 25 years you designed this feeder.
It's been about 25 years now since we first designed the feeder. We went through quite a few design changes over those 25 years to come up with what the final product is, but we've been manufacturing these for a long, long time.
You know, one of the neat things was we were talking about it, when I first walked up to them and seen them, because I haven't been familiar with them or been around, I'm like, where do you hang these and how do they hang? That was the first question I asked you.
Right.
And your answer was amazing because it's fact.
It is fact. You cannot hang a feeder for a horse. They're grazers, they eat with their head on the ground. Their teeth don't align until their head's on the ground. So the higher you bring a horse's head up, the more the top plate rises over the bottom plate. And you'll be off by half a tooth if you're up at, 4 feet off the ground where they like to hang those hanging feeders, you know.
Sure.
So the feeders belong on the ground. That way they don't pull the hay out of them. If you do see hanging feeders, you'll see you put the hay in them, immediately they pull the hay out.
Yes.
And they do that because they need to, they have to. There's no way they can eat up there.
Yeah, they can't, they're not like giraffes. They can't swallow.
Exactly.
They've got to be on the ground.
As I said, those teeth aren't going to align. And the other big thing is that now that we can contain it and they're not pulling it out, we can do even something that's more important, and that's feed them correctly. Horses don't eat meals. We decided to feed horses meals. But horses are, again, grazers. They eat 17 hours a day on a pasture. You'll see them head down. I mean, it's like they're eating all the time, but they're slowly ingesting feed, as opposed to if you feed meals twice a day, they're going to hammer that meal, be done in 45 minutes, and the whole process is not how they're designed.
Well, I was noticing looking at these feeders, there's 3 different compartments in there.
Right.
So you can feed 3 different choices, be it pellets, grains, supplements, salt, whatever minerals you need, and whatever your horse needs.
Correct. So we have a 3-compartment feeder. It's a molded one-piece design for durability, but the 3 compartments are very important. And so the main cavity is hay. That's a big area that'll hold a full day's worth of hay for a horse. We have 3 manufacturing facilities in the U.S., Oklahoma, Colorado, and Indiana. We have 250 approximate dealers in the United States. We are through distribution in Europe and also Canadian distribution. So we're covering it pretty well. We ship direct into this year. We've shipped to Costa Rica, Dubai, places you wouldn't even think they have horses, but they know about our feeder and they want them, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Pat, thank you very much for the interview.
You bet.
Sure
Thank
appreciate your time.
you.
Some say he was an outlaw.
George King was the one who inspired the whole Cowboy Church thing with me.
A band of unschooled ruffians and a few old fishermen.
2005, George at his place, they were going to host a show, and George asked me, hey, would you come to a Cowboy Church? And I don't think I'd ever done a Cowboy Church before. And so we showed up at George's, the barn they had where they did a show, and out in his backyard we set up some chairs, and there was 10 or 12 people there, and I brought my guitar and did a Cowboy Church, and then George said, hey, we'd like to start doing this. So really that inspired all the Cowboy Churches we did. It all started right there at George and Robin King's.
An angry crowd make the waves stand still, that he spoke in many parables
We just want to do something that's going to meet these people on their level, and these are horse people and Western people, but no matter where we go, the message doesn't change, that it's all about Jesus Christ and the hope that he has and the life that he has to offer us that's a lot different than what's going on in this world right now.
I think people they're kind of drawn to something that is just kind of outside of normal, what we would call normal traditional church here in America.
This poem's called My God and My Gun. May I get a few seconds of your time to get some things off my heart? Now, I'm not forcing you to agree with me, just a little cowboy wisdom to impart. You see, we have some elected leaders that don't know wrong from right, and you can only push a guy so far until he's finally forced to fight. You see, they've tried to turn us against each other with how we voted and the color of our skin. I think it's time we start picking our leaders by the depth of character that is within.
I can write a lot of this poetry and bring a message that meets these people, a cowboy poem, everybody loves that kind of stuff, and I can talk about biblical things. I can bring truth into these situations, these scenarios, and just speak a little hope into that time.
Now, salvation's only found through Jesus, and that's why he died for me and you. And don't let anybody try to be your God, no matter if they voted red or blue.
And I'll stand proud to be an American in a country that God has certainly blessed. And I'll stand to honor our flag and our soldiers. And I'll thank God for our home in the West. So you politicians, you better get to praying before you come for my Bible or my gun. I'll be dead and gone before you can have either one. As I see this country quickly fading, being given over to the evil ones,
I beg of you today, dear patriots, don't lose grip on your God or your gun.
This particular event sets us up for success because it just blesses us to feel like we can be an encouragement to whomever we run across.
And Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world."
Anytime I can do something with George and Robin, I'm just blessed to be a part of it and to work with them. They've just been a huge blessing to me.
So cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. Yes, we'll understand it all by and by. Oh, we'll understand it all by and by.
Amen.
Hey folks, we are the TKO. My name is Dusty Sagers and I am your host for this world premiere Reining. We are going to take you on a tour of the great facility here. You're going to enjoy it. Come along with me as we go for a ride. We're here with Mr. Jay Stillwell. So he's here cleaning the water feature. I'll tell you what, this man, the concierge over everything here, making sure that everybody gets in where they need to be. We took a little tour around there and was looking and seeing where the expansion's going to be, and we could see your temporary power going in. You guys do a great job here.
Yeah, we got a pretty good guy that has the generators and all of the power boxes and cords and does a really good job for us. It's pretty busy here.
Good to see you and get an interview with you. Thanks, Jay. We'll talk to you down the road. Okay. Jay Stillwell says he wants George Strait to come out of retirement. Matchbox 20's playing here tonight. You know, there's something always going on. This center is the place to be. This is moving. I mean, it's 101. These guys get dirty and work. You can get a look at all these hay bags, what it takes. How many horses did you bring?
We brought 10 here, 15 bales, ton of hay.
Good to see you, Si, and good luck this week.
Yep.
This is where all the important action happens. Lori, tell us a little bit about how things are going for the TKO move-in.
The Rainers are amazing. They travel a lot. They go to facility to facility, so they know
what it's like to move in and move out. We just so happen to have a gun show in the Idaho Center and an amphitheater concert tonight, in addition to the horse show loading in. So it is very busy on the facility.
Well, we appreciate all of you, and we'll let you get back to work. What is your goal here? You said you're going to be here till Wednesday, and then you've got to check out.
Just came up here quick. We're both have money in the novice horse in multiple shows. Try to school up in Monday, Tuesday, and get some of that novice horse money to help us climb in that standing. Hopefully we'll keep getting money throughout the show season to help us get a world standing.
Very best of luck this week in all that you do.
Okay, well thanks. We'll see you around.
Okay. Oh, now this is what we're looking for. This is our secretary. This is great. Dawn, come tell us. The hostess with the mostest, the secretary.
Right.
Let's see a hula hoop. See, these are some of the antics that's going to be going on this week at the TKO.
I heard it was hot outside and I needed to come see.
The only thing hot outside today is you. I'll tell you what, we love seeing this. Thanks, Dawn. We're going to let you get back to whatever it was you were doing. Well, folks, I got to tell you, that was an exciting tour. I always love coming to this venue and checking out the facility because there's things changing all the time. We was able to stop at the check-in office, see what they're doing, seeing the RV spots, where the expansion is going to be. People are checking in their stalls, doing load-ins. I mean, right down to the very last part of it. We're getting vendors going in, and then here comes the sumo wrestler. Stay tuned this week. The TKO is going to be fantastic.
What do you want? And really, I think we all have to ask ourselves that question. What do we want in our life? What do we think is necessary in our life? Do we want money? Do we want prestige? Do we want power? Do we want to have our name known? Do we want to be better than the next guy? Maybe the question should be, what do I need? What is my greatest need? And so we look at two people, Abraham, who's called the father of faith, and he has a nephew named Lot, right? Abraham represents a person of faith, where Lot represents a person who is walking in the flesh, a self-satisfied life, and the contrast is actually quite fascinating. Now, Lot got in a pickle because he was trying to, he was living a self-satisfied life. In fact, we see Abraham here fight. Lot didn't know how to fight, right? Because he had just been feeding himself all the pleasures of life. So God allows people to satisfy themselves. Then when rough times come, it's like they're on their own because they have no concept of how to survive, no concept of how to fight. We all know people that all they can think about is themselves. That's all they can think about. When life throws them a curve, it's like they melt into a puddle. They have no tenacity. They have no, as my grandpa would say, they have no sand in their craw to fight. John tells us about this too, just about loving the world and loving self. 1 John 2 verses 15 through 17 says, "Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world is passing away, and the lust thereof. But he who does the will of God abides forever." I love what the Bible says about God's enemies. It says, because it says that God will fight for us, right? That when actually when someone touches God's people or comes against God's people, it's like touching the apple of his eye, the Bible says. And so here in Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 4, it says, "For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you." God is not afraid to get in his enemy's face. And so neither was Abraham here, right? He went and he defeated these kings. In fact, when you read about it in the New Testament, in Hebrews chapter 7, it says that he slaughtered them, right? That this Abram, this father of faith, was also a mighty warrior. Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. It's important for young people, especially young men, to know how to defend themselves. Someday they might have to defend one of their children or their wife. And if they've never been in a confrontation like that, I mean, they're going to be at a loss. And so too in our spiritual life, if we're not doing stuff, if we're not seeking God, if we don't have a prayer life, if we don't read God's word and put it in our heart, how are we going to know what to do when there's a spiritual crisis? Just like Satan wants to kill, steal, and destroy, take all that he can from you. But Jesus wants to come and commune, right? That whole bread and wine is a picture of communion. He actually will give you what you need. So you have to ask yourself, like what I started with, right? What do you want? You know, we want a shinier buckle, a newer truck, a better home, prettier wife. You know, I don't know what people want, but do you want what you need? The God who created the universe has a desire to come and live in you and me. We just have to want what we need.
This is Draw 8, number 258, Wiz and Cat, and Nicole Kent from Kuna, Idaho.
Folks, we're here with Nicole Kent. This is your rookie level 2 winner. We were talking just a little bit before this interview. Tell me where you're at on that ladder you're climbing in that rookie status.
I'm pretty close to leveling out of the rookie. By the end of this year, if I win just about $50 more, I'll be out of it.
$50 more, and then you got a whole nother ladder to climb.
And then the real fun begins. Yep.
I bet you're excited.
I'm very excited. Yeah, my horse Wiz and Cat's been a really good gelding for me, but at the next level, we'll see where we go.
Bring it up from there.
Yep.
So, do you have any more runs this week at all?
Yes, I showed in the rookie slate 2 this morning, and then I'll go in the 3rd slate on Saturday.
Oh, nice. How was your run this morning?
It was good. We were another 70 sitting in first place, so there's still a lot of really good runs left to go.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
We want to see you back here in the winner's circle.
Let's have another conversation.
Okay, thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
Welcome to Cowboy Church. If you've ever seen the sun sink low in a western sky.
I'm just excited to come to the low roller event. These are my kind of people, right? These are real, these are raw, they're down to earth.
If you've ever woke up to the music.
The best part is I've entitled this message, Are You Entered? And that's my question is, are you entered in life? We all have a race set before us, right? And the Bible says to run that race in such a way that you may obtain that prize. You don't have to be entered. You can be a spectator and watch me run my race. There's no risk in not being entered, but there's also no reward. So get entered up, guys. Get entered in this race. Keep your eyes fixed upon the prize and run that race in such a way that you may obtain that prize.
Of a dewdrop on a cactus rose.
There's a lot of different versions of the gospel, but the gospel for us is just what the Bible says. The gospel is that we can have life and life more abundantly through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
As believers, we do not die. The Bible says, if you die and you believe in Him, yet shall you live.
Understanding your need for a Savior and asking the Lord Jesus to be that Savior, to guide you, direct you, and give you a life that will be beyond your wildest imagination.
Daddy should have been a preacher man, 'cause everybody loved to hear him speak.
Good music always tells a story. Good music gives you something to reach into. And so I like to choose songs that reach people where they are, that maybe strike a chord of familiarity with their lifestyle or what they've done. So I lean heavily on the old cowboy music.
Don't ever sell your saddle, never owe another man.
Being part of ministry, you hear a lot of people's stories, and people are going through a lot of really difficult things. But the Bible reminds us, man, to just enjoy and look forward to those trials because they are the proof of a true relationship with Jesus Christ.
Don't ever sell your saddle, 'cause life's a long, long ride.
Our ministry is pretty simple. You break it down. We want to meet people where they are and love them for who they are.
Hopefully it leaves people with a message of hope.
Don't ever sell your saddle, 'cause life's a long, long ride.
Yep.
This guy's got a sleeper of a horse here. Number 6, all right. Okay.
One of the greatest things that happens at all of the reining shows here in Napa, Idaho is the draw parties. All the contestants look forward to it, and I'll tell you what, the Great Western Reining Horse Association goes above and beyond to be creative at each and every draw party.
The bar is down there. They're serving wine and beer for free. That's the best kind.
From throwing dice to free beer, there's craps, there's cornhole, there's going to be draw pong.
She's an old pro at this. That's the one I wanted, but go ahead.
It's all kinds of fun. They have creative ways to keep things going here.
Look at that, a face only a mother could love. Oh, I do. I love him. I love him. He looks like he's been chasing parked cars.
Winner, number 1. Woo! You know what that means? Clean ground.
Are you 21? You can't play this game then.
40. You gotta go talk to Dusty, and you gotta give him a song. You've always had a song you wanted to ride to. Now's your time. Woohoo!
Go ahead. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
George Dipterios. Is that close? I got the George part right. Yeah.
Number 1. Good job. Good job. Woo!
So it's a great way to win prizes. If you're a contestant, make sure you're there or have a representative. All kinds of great things for these draw parties.
Pick a chip. That's good. 16. Way to go. All right, good job. Get your song picked out. Hey, Dusty, check that song. We are a PG, family-rated, show here. Yep. Yeah. 7! Woohoo! 7! You winner, chicken dinner! All right.
Well, pushing horns weren't easy like the movie said it was. And I don't recall no dance hall girls or hotel rooms with rugs. We worked hot, tired, and nasty, rode our ponies' heads too low. And there were all those nights we couldn't sleep because it was so cold. And we sang Strawberry Roan and Little Joe. Like the time we hit the river and the rains began to fall. The water was rising so dang fast, we thought it drowned us all. We lost a lot of steers that day and 4 to 5 good mounts. But when all the boys rode into camp, well, we knew that's what counts. And we sang Yippee-ki-yay in Amazing Grace. Or the time they broke behind us and it took us by surprise. I whistled out to Bonner, I seen the terror in his eyes. Well, he rode for all his horse would ride, and I know he done his best. But he crossed over Jordan, riding Dunny to his death. We sang, bringing in the sheaves and the rugged cross. So when you see that cowboy, he's not ragged by his choice. He never meant to bow them legs or put that gravel in his voice. He's just chasing what he really loves and what's burning in his soul. Wishing to God that he'd been born 100 years ago, still singing Strawberry Roan, Little Joe. Yeah, he's wishing to God that he'd been born 100 years ago, and he still sings, bringing in the sheaves and the rugged cross.
Folks, I am here with Brogan Hill, and we have some exciting news. Yesterday we had the non-pro derby. Look at this smile on Brogan. Holy cow. Talk about your run.
So ultimately I just showed up in the middle of the night. My mom got draw 2 for me and just went in the show pen, and all I wanted to do was just have fun. Like, that's why I'm here. And so we went in, and he was feeling a little spicy, so we just ran. We just had fun. We ran fast.
So you showed up in the middle of the night. You weren't even on at the fair park here.
No.
You just showed up and then jump rode your own horse.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? Draw number 2, and it was a 221 and a half, and she was draw 2, and we watched that go through. And here's the thing, we were talking a little bit earlier about this. There was a lot of top dogs in the hunt in the top part of the draw. So it was interesting to watch and see how things went. Man, they didn't touch you. Now let's talk a little bit about the winnings and the prizes that happen here at the Low Roller.
So
how lucrative it is and why they should be here at the Low Roller.
Well, let's say that I got a new saddle, and I got 3 Lawsons, which are the really big trophies, and a medium-sized one, the Morrison, and lots of blankets and coolers, and also a garment bag. So it was really cool, and a lot of prizes. They were heavy too.
And how about that added money?
That was a lot of money.
That was worth it.
It was very much worth it.
Pays just under $10,000. Brogan, congratulations. Thanks for coming to the Low Roller. We hope to see you at the next show.
Well, thank you.
Remember, we've got the best little derby in the spring, and the TKO is coming to you in June.
It's been a long, bumpy ride sitting back in the saddle. It's time to get down, dirty up our knees into battle. Oh, come on, round up the boys, gonna make the walls rattle. Oh, our flag is tattered and our bones are shattered, but it doesn't matter 'cause we're moving forward. Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
Round 'em up, let's go. We are here in Napa, Idaho for the premier reining event of the world, the TKO. There's going to be so much excitement going on this entire week. We're going to see some big rides and big slides, but above that, the big purse. I'll tell you what, the money that is going to be at this show is phenomenal. There are classes with $10,000 added, brought to you by the Great Western Reining Horse Association. It's the TKO, the total knockout. This is the place to be.
Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
Let's get ready to TKO.
It's exciting. Where else can you go and run for like 15,000 in an intermediate open?
It's a cool event, can put you up there in the world standings real fast.
fade. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made.
Folks, that is a wrap on the best little derby in the West 2023. The Great Western Reining Horse Association thanks each and every one of the exhibitors that came and played with us here. There was some great money won and some great stories to come. You're going to see a lot of this coming back. The stories, I'll tell you what, Stephanie Porath, repeat offender. She got 2 of them back-to-back best little derby wins in the non-pro division. Mason McDowell and his level, he wanted the same song played. He plays his song. Wins twice, back-to-back. Best Little Derby last year, Best Little Derby this year. It's amazing to see the camaraderie, the way these guys are playing. It's been such a fun show, and we're thankful to have been here. 2023, that's a wrap.
This is how legends are made.
The TKO, the Total Knockout. This is the new premier reining event coming here to the horse park. Let's talk about your involvement and what the Idaho Horse Park Foundation is going to do for the TKO.
Well, we're so thrilled to have this event come beyond. I mean, it's just a great event coming. And so what the foundation is going to do, we're going to give back this year, and we're going to host a VIP night, and we'll have beer and wine, all free to our participants, and great snacks. So we'll set the season one night, we'll set it off to a good start.
That'll be a lot of fun. We sure appreciate the way that the foundation supports us, and we support the foundation. It's a family that goes together. We are united as the Western industry, and we appreciate everything that the Horse Park Foundation does for us, and we like to do what we can to help you all back out too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry.
So much.
One of the other nice things about having this show is there's not a lot of division in the NRHA in the age 2 events between the level 1 are pretty well that's set there, but the level 2, 3, and 4. I mean, there are times you can have $1 million rider who could be in a level 2.
Sure.
And there's not a lot of differentiation, especially in the Northwest, between those divisions. But you know what? There is a lot of division between, say, the Open and the Intermediate Open.
Right.
And so, you know what? If that Open rider won more than $7,500, I think it's $7,500 anyway. If he won more than that last year, he's not in the Intermediate. So you're not competing against. And we're putting $15,000 in that class.
Oh, nice.
And you don't have to compete against those folks that maybe have been really successful. We're hoping that what we're going to do is we're going to have some world champions, reserve world champions, top 10. We're excited about that.
The thing that I've noticed in every discipline in the Western industry is the cream rises to the top.
Yep.
It just gives you an opportunity to get there. So then you win this one, man, you're in the Open now.
That's
right. You know, I mean, now you're one of them. So you're putting enough money in there to change that cream around a little bit, mix up that bowl.
Well, and the neat thing about this too is that it pays on what we call Schedule B, which means it actually pays down about halfway down. Instead of the top 25%,
right?
It's top 50%.
Nice.
And the entry fees are really low with a lot of added money. You could be at that 15th spot and still win more money than what your entry fees were.
That's great.
Most of the time, you got to go to the age events.
Yeah.
You got to be in the top 5, 6, 7 in there to be able to make some decent money. Think about the novice horse class. Typical novice horse classes are the good ones are $500 added, $1,000 added.
Right.
We're going to have 3 slates of classes. One of those slates has a $10,000 added level 1, $10,000 level 2, and a $10,000 level 3 in the Open and the non-pro.
Okay.
So you'd have to, at a $500 added, you got to go through that trailer race to 20 horse shows to equate to one show here in Nampa, Idaho. The Darren Stanzik, a spirit of reining, and Darren's saying was attitude is everything, and Darren was like that. He approached life, he approached his training, he approached
coaching his non-pros in his attitude. And his attitude was, you know what, we're here on life. We're going to enjoy life. We're going to enjoy it. You know what? Because guess what? There isn't anything more humbling than this sport that we've all chosen to do. Yeah, one day you get a good ride, and the next day that's a not so good a ride. And so you know what? It's your attitude and keeping that smile on your face, which is really important. And that was Darren, and that was what he was all about. So our 2022 recipients are Jolene and Devin Warren from Colorado. Jolene's not here. She's holding down the fort so that Devin can come and have a good time. They're friends you can always count on through thick and thin. I love them dearly. They constantly minister to Guy Vernon. Guy Vernon passed away, and Valerie is now trying to take care of it. And they were the first ones to be right there to help Valerie and take care of the horses and help them get them sold, and have continued to be right there to help Valerie. They're always upbeat and positive attitude, encouragement rubs off on the entire Warren Performance Horses team. Their work ethic is beyond compare. Their willingness to guide their clients through the process of fostering a partnership with their horses. We were so pleased to recognize the gracious, unending support of Devin and Jolene Warren, our 2022 Darren Stancic Award winners. Thank you. And I've been told this, and it's really good to hear it, is that when people come to our horse show, it's not just about all the added money, all about the prizes. That what we've got is it's a sense of family, and hopefully everybody that's here feels that. We do a lot to try to take care of each other in our family here, and we hope that you feel like you're part of the family. Anyway, so several years ago, we had two people who were part of that family that actually passed away. And hopefully that you had an opportunity to meet them. One of them was Becky Hansen. And Becky had she was an incredible horse trainer, but she had cancer, was in her back. It took her out of the saddle. She wasn't able to ride anymore, but she had this uncanny eye for taking pictures. Her saying was spreading joy one image at a time. We've carried on that tradition, carry on that spirit that she had for seeing the big picture, as life does for us, gives us some trials and tribulations. She had a rare blood disease, resulted in a number of different treatments and also a bone marrow transplant. And last October, you guys just were very supportive of that, and both in spirit and financially, and we appreciate that. But we wanted to honor Jana, and because she has family, and she also is just showed that spirit of the fact that, you know what, my trials and tribulations and what I'm going across, there's still a smile on her face. And you've seen that in the show office. And so we would like to honor our 2022 recipient of the Becky Hansen Award to Jan Day.
Folks, I'm here with Dr. Rick. He is the president of the Great Western Reining Horse Association, the man behind all of the activities here. However, he has one heck of a staff. Rick, can you tell us a little bit about the Reining Horse Association?
Well, it started about 11 years ago, and getting these shows started here, actually. And we spend most of the year actually getting ready for the 2 shows we put on. This next year there'll be 3 shows. George King actually does the lion's share of all of the paperwork and counting and all of that stuff, planning schedules and so forth. And Lee takes care of all the vendors, runs our silent auction operation, I just do whatever kind of needs to be done in the interim, take care of some of the paperwork, and we'll contract with the judges and what have you. So we each have a little bit of parts that we put in for the year.
You know, and it's an amazing thing. I've been able to be part of this show now for several years, and not only this show, the ones in the spring, and I'm looking forward to the new show, the TKO, that's coming up. You know, I think that's going to be a lot of fun there in June. But what I'd like to say is we've always heard how it takes a village, and you have quite the village and quite the support group, and this association, man, they're putting on great shows. We've been doing some interviews, and this table, this fine table that we're sitting at here, the low roller, we've been calling it the winner circle, the winner's table, and we've been using it to do our interviews for the winners. Now, a little bird told me that this was not a bought table, this was a labor of love from yourself.
My son, who lives here in Boise actually, came over last weekend, and we actually put this table together last weekend.
Oh, it's only a week old.
Oh, it's a week old.
Holy cow, and I mean, it's as good as the ones I've seen in Vegas.
You know, I had the felt custom ordered, you know. So,
oh, sure.
So I had all the parts and pieces ordered in advance, but we cut it all out and put it together last weekend.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. So the low roller is going on. That is the name of our horse show that we're at here right now, our Reining Horse Show. With the low roller, we've got the logo, we've got the tables. We understand that it's the casino theme, if you will.
Right.
Tonight, you are hosting Ladies' Night, and tomorrow night you're hosting Ladies' Night. Tell us what you're going to do and what that's going to involve.
Well, so tonight is Ladies' Night at the craps table. So we'll initially have a tutorial. There are just a lot of people that don't know anything about the game but are interested. They've seen it before, but it can be very intimidating if you go in a casino and watch one of those tables. So basically, I will invite the ladies to come over. I'll explain the game to them, tell them the rules, and show them how bets are made and tell them how to protect their money for real. And then after that, we'll actually have a little tournament where we let them play. Now, we don't gamble for real money. That's
sure.
not allowed.
Right.
People make a donation to our crisis fund, and that's what it's used for. And we'll have a prize for the top winner. And then tomorrow night will be ladies' night for Texas Hold'em. So
oh, good.
We'll hold that here at the table, and same thing. Give a tutorial how to play, and then have a little tournament afterwards.
Well, and it can't be ladies' night without a little wine tasting. So,
exactly.
Ladies, make sure you're here. It's going to be a lot of fun, and Dr. Rick's going to give you a great tutorial. Sir, we appreciate everything that you've done. Talking to you, you've mentioned Lee a few times. Lee Latham is Dr. Rick's wife, taking care of the auction and everything. Not only has he built this table, he has built items for the raffle.
Yes.
There's a great cooler that Dr. Rick has made for the raffle, which you will see, and also the Adirondack chair and some things that he's put into the silent auction. So with the woodworking habit, it's paying off, and we certainly appreciate everything you do for the Reining Association, the Great Western Reining Horse Association, and these shows. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's not very often we get to catch Sherry Boardman at work, but here we are in her office. Now, Sherry, we love what you do with the Idaho Horse Park Foundation and what the foundation does for this park. I mean, it is so neat. It just grows, and we were talking about some upgrades that are coming. Can you talk a little bit about that?
The upgrades that are coming, of course, is we're excited about the RV park. The RV park is going to make a huge difference to our participants, and we're so excited to have that coming down the pike. And it's coming soon. You have my word. It's coming soon.
Well, we were talking about something else that's possibly going up in here for our God and our country.
Oh,
is
I love
that exciting?
So we have the best patrons in our park. The people that come to our park are so outstanding and giving and kind. And one of the patrons has offered to replace our American flag that hangs at the south end of our arena. And we're so grateful to them. And so you're going to be seeing a spectacular new flag, hopefully by TKO.
That'll be fun. So the TKO is coming in June. We're here for the best little derby in the West. Now, the horse park accepts donations, and lives primarily off of donations and funds from people that can help out the horse park. And generally they're asking for raffle tickets, this, that, and the other thing. This year, the Horse Park the Horse Park Foundation has decided to give back.
That's right. We're taking the year off of fundraising. Well, sort of. We're always fundraising.
Yeah, they'll always.
But we want to give
that.
back to the wonderful people of the park that help make this park what it is. And so this year we are doing some VIP nights for
That's
some
kind
of our
exciting.
competitors. Yeah.
So, as I understand, tonight at the Best Little Derby in the West, we're having a VIP night for the draw party.
We are. We've donated a keg of beer, and we want all people to come and participate and partake.
And as I understand it, that opens at 5:30 and goes till the keg's gone.
That's correct.
So it's free beer tonight here at the Best Little Derby in the West for the draw party. We're going to let you get back to work, Sherry. I see you're always busy.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, this is an interview I have been looking forward to for several years. Nicole Reining, Reining Horses, one of the toughest gals to get an interview with, and this is why. She is always so busy. She's got horses galore, and she's just wanted everywhere. She's busy. Let's talk about how many ponies you brought here to the Best Little Derby.
Yeah, I think I brought, we've got 10 of them over there. So a good amount, not too many, but a good amount.
So we were talking just a little bit earlier before this interview started, and you ran today.
I did, yes.
Now that's kind of exciting. Where are we today?
Well, right now we're leading the open class, actually on one of the horses that I'm gonna do the Derby on. So yeah, he was really good, marked a 148, and hopefully that holds.
Yeah, it should hold. That'll be pretty close. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think they're getting down towards the end of
I
the
think they are, yeah,
class.
they're
So
getting towards the end of it for sure.
that'll be neat.
Yeah.
So tell us now, you moved into Sky River Ranch,
I will be moving in at the end of this month, so the 1st of June I'll be in there. Yes.
and you'll be training out of there.
I am. Yes.
And
Looking forward to it.
There's going to be 2 of you in there training out of there.
Yep.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
My fiance, Adam Johnson, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've kind of been talking about it for a little while, hoping that things could work out and that could work to get us both in there together. So, and it finally did, and we get along great and love what we do. So I'm really looking forward to getting in there and just being in the same barn as him and doing our thing.
Well, that'll be fun. 2 different entities,
Yep.
3 different entities if you talk about the Strouds
Yes,
and everything coming across there. But 3 great minds, 3 sets of great minds
Yep.
coming together. I can't wait to see what comes out of that barn.
I'm super excited and very thankful that they gave the opportunity to come in there. I'm looking forward to it.
And now in the Derby on Saturday, you have 5 entered?
3 entered.
3 entered.
I have 3
entered.
entered. Yep. I'll show one. He's a 4-year-old in the novice horse part of it.
Okay.
He's newer to me. So we're just going to do the novice horse. Here's a non-pro horse, but we're just kind of finishing a few things on him and getting him ready for her. So I'll do that. And then I'll have 2 in the open Derby itself. Yes.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to watching it, Nicole. It was a great interview, and I'm so glad we got to talk to you finally.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you
your
very much.
engagement, and have a great time on your wedding and your honeymoon. That's going to be
It will be
quite a
very exciting.
vacation.
It's going to be a great vacation. Looking forward to it.
Thanks a bunch, Nicole.
Thank you.
A riddle scavenger hunt.
Here we are. Quote, "No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle." Is that a president? I want to say John Wayne.
Who in World War II did V for victory?
Winston Churchill? That's a tequila. It's a worm. Well, yeah, well, we can think of that too. Cheers, we know our booze. Hey, are you guys playing this game? You are? Oh, I know the answer before you give me the question.
Yeah?
Super Mario. We still don't have 3 and 7. Well, I say 77 if I had to guess late 70s. Well, it could be, I guess. But starting in junior high. Do we go with the junior high or the high school? Only because 7 is my lucky number, and that would give me 2 7s. That's my only logic there. She can say up or down, hot or cold, or she can say bingo. No, we might have to do the math. Because we had in the 70s somewhere we were thinking. Can we call Rick? Can you text Rick?
No!
We stopped by the bar. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much.
That bartender down there is dynamite.
And if you don't like that, I got Rip right here. He'll dance with you all night long.
We gotta find 3 and 7. I don't know. We'll keep walking. How many miles does Tim Bauer drive? Where's Tim?
Oh, right.
Tim. Well, we're gonna ask you 20 questions so we can come up with a good answer. It's higher than 20,000?
Yes.
Higher than 40?
Oh.
It's between 20 and 40. Higher than 30? So it's between 20 and 30. Okay, between 27 and 30. So between 20 and 27 then.
Oh, lower.
26K.
Yeah.
Pink.
Right.
I think we figured that one out. Yeah, we missed this one. Oh, I see one. Okay, moving on. Oh, you can get free drinks if you want. We did something else. And we spill. Yeah. Thank you. That was a great idea. We need the cups so we don't spill. Here you go, friend.
Thank you.
Wow. Crazy. Look at the river run. That's my lucky number. We gotta find it. We don't know who number 7 is. I'm not going out there. 7. Oh my gosh. Said this quote, there are 3 kinds of people: those that learn by listening to others, those that learn by watching others, and there are those that have to pee on the fence by themselves. That's it. We got it.
I think I am.
We got it. Okay, we got 16. We just needed the right number of drinks to get the answer. Yeah. I think we did excellent. We did better than really good. We got extra credit. Thank you. Ooh.
We like to take our company to the exhibitors. Being at the horse shows is where it's at. We show horses, so we're in the industry, we're out in the show pen, we're in the arena, we're in the barns. Humbly speaking, we kind of know what we like and we know what kind of works out there. So we've got straws that start out at 70 and go all the way up to 185. Greeley Hat Works build all of our felt hats. We do that for a number of reasons. One, the quality of the product, hands down. And a couple of the performance sides to the hat make it the best. Their customer service. They're a family-run company. It's Trent Johnson and his daughters and then about 18 staff members. So that aligns with our business model. This is our first show in Nampa, Idaho. Lee Latham has been the warmest vendor coordinator. The facility here, all the staff members, I mean, everybody not only has come and checked us out because they like what they see, but everybody here is very friendly. The area is gorgeous. The facility is nice. There's plenty of reasons for us to come back, hands down.
Folks, I'm here with David and Terry Stroud. Man, the sponsorship that this group right here puts on. Let's talk about the Sky River Ranch a little bit. David and Terry, tell us what's going on at Sky River, because I hear there's a lot of changes coming on.
We have some changes, yes. We had been a 50% reining barn, 50% dressage. Adam Johnson's been our trainer for the last year and a half and been doing a fantastic job for us. Currently, Nicole Reining is now coming in starting June 1st.
Yeah.
So a real nice change. And Adam and Nicole should make a really good team as they're currently engaged as well.
Oh man, did you hear that? He just let the cat out of the bag. I think it was out.
Actually, it was somewhere.
I think it was out of the bag a little bit, but this just confirms it. Wait till we do their interview.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll be good for them.
And I think they're going to be a great team. You know, I think they're going to be a great team.
Now, No Man's Whiskey.
Yes.
Terry, let's talk a little bit about the stud. Is he standing at Sky River now?
No, he is down at Oklahoma Equine Hospital and has been down there since, let's see, I guess it would have been, was it November or was it before that?
Yeah.
But he's been down there and he's just getting his future started and he seems to be enjoying his new job. So we're very excited about him.
So let's talk a little bit about that. Are you doing any live cover with the stud or just all collecting currently?
It's pretty much all collecting. Yeah. For right now. Yeah.
And how many full crops do we have out of him on the ground?
We have only, he's just
now starting.
But we do have one baby this year that's just like a little over a month old. And we only did one breeding this year. And we wanted to get one on the ground for this year.
That's pretty awesome. So he'll be the first one to prove.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. And he is actually up at Rhodes River Ranch.
Okay, with Sean and
Jordan.
Sean and Jordan McBurney.
Yep. Yep.
That's pretty neat stuff.
And he's a custom Spookberry mare that was actually Jenna Kelmer has ridden that horse in the past and made quite a bit of money off of her. So it looks like a great. He is just, we're very excited about him. Little Palomino.
Oh, so he's got the chrome too, the chrome to go home.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's the neat thing, having 3 shows here and your sponsorship throughout the years. It's great to have you guys on board and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you.
Some say he was an outlaw.
George King was the one who inspired the whole Cowboy Church thing with me.
A band of unschooled ruffians and a few old fishermen.
2005, George at his place, they were going to host a show, and George asked me, "Hey, would you come to a Cowboy Church?" And I don't think I'd ever done a Cowboy Church before. And so we showed up at George's, the barn they had where they did a show, and out in his backyard we set up some chairs, and there was 10 or 12 people there, and I brought my guitar and did a Cowboy Church, and then George said, "Hey, we'd like to start doing this." So really that inspired all the Cowboy Churches we did. It all started right there at George and Robin King's.
An angry crowd make the waves stand still, that he spoke in many parables.
We just want to do something that's going to meet these people on their level, and these are horse people and Western people, but no matter where we go, the message doesn't change, that it's all about Jesus Christ and the hope that he has and the life that he has to offer us that's a lot different than what's going on in this world right now.
I think people they're kind of drawn to something that is just kind of outside of normal, what we would call normal traditional church here in America.
This poem's called My God and My Gun. May I get a few seconds of your time to get some things off my heart? Now, I'm not forcing you to agree with me, just a little cowboy wisdom to impart. You see, we have some elected leaders that don't know wrong from right, and you can only push a guy so far until he's finally forced to fight. You see, they've tried to turn us against each other with how we voted and the color of our skin. I think it's time we start picking our leaders by the depth of character that is within.
I can write a lot of this poetry and bring a message that meets these people, a cowboy poem, and everybody loves that kind of stuff, and I can talk about biblical things. I can bring truth into these situations, these scenarios, and just speak a little hope into that time.
Now, salvation's only found through Jesus, and that's why he died for me and you. And don't let anybody try to be your God, no matter if they voted red or blue.
And I'll stand proud to be an American in a country that God has certainly blessed. And I'll stand to honor our flag and our soldiers, and I'll thank God for our home in the West. So you politicians, you better get to praying before you come for my Bible or my gun. I'll be dead and gone before you can have either one. As I see this country quickly fading, being given over to the evil ones,
I beg of you today, dear patriots, don't lose grip on your God or your gun.
This particular event sets us up for success because it just blesses us to feel like we can be an encouragement to whomever we run across.
And Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world."
Anytime I can do something with George and Robin, I'm just blessed to be a part of it and to work with them. They've just been a huge blessing to me.
So cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. Yes, we'll understand it all by and by. We'll understand it all by and by. Amen.
Preston, we're back at the best little derby in the West. We've interviewed you several times and we've talked about a lot of different things. Magnum with a Dream. Let's talk about him again. You bred him last year, so you've got foals hitting the ground this year. How's your foaling going?
So it's been a good year. We've got a few babies. He's actually standing at South Valley.
Oh, is he?
Yep, he's in South Valley in Saratoga Springs, Utah. We've had some babies hit the ground this year. He makes a nice baby. We've had some with some color, out of some mares with some color, and they're all thick. They're all cute-headed. I've really enjoyed also getting pictures from people who are not in our barn that are sending me pictures of their babies that they love. And same thing, he makes a nice baby. He sure stamps them.
So with him being he's standing at South Valley now, so is he doing a lot of live cover and are you collecting, or are you doing both, or just collecting now?
Just collecting, yeah, shipping anywhere.
Tell me what it is about the Best Little Derby that you enjoy.
Just like all of Georgia's shows, they're run well. This is a great facility. It's always good classes, good added money. And it's not too far for us. We're only about 4 hours away. It's definitely something that we come to every year.
That was what I was going to ask you with the new show coming up, the TKO. You plan on being here for that one?
Absolutely.
It's going to be a great show.
It'll be good.
Like you said, 4 hours to go and have a shot at some big money.
Absolutely.
That'll be fun. Well, we're looking forward to the rest of the week, Preston, and you always do a great job, and thanks for being one of our premier sponsors.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, folks, I am here with some of our champions, and this is the winner's table. Brooke Link is the owner of the horse that won. You guys was in the Open, won the Intermediate Open, the Maturity, first in the Maturity, and second in the Open, along with trainer Nathan Kent. Brooke, owning this horse, there's a pretty neat backstory. Let's talk about that.
Let's do.
So you purchased the horse here, I understand.
Yeah, I purchased her here. I was watching you interview the Tamarack Ranch folks and thought, oh gosh, I'll bet they've got a lot of nice horses for sale. So I sent them a message and asked if they had any horses that were for sale after I got done watching you interview, and they did.
That works out good. And so you've had her for how long now?
I've had her for 3 years now.
And once you purchased her, you sent her to Nathan?
Yes.
And been riding her since and winning on her apparently.
A little bit.
So Nathan, let's talk a little bit with you on the horse and how your ride went today and the experiences you've had over the last 3 years with the mare.
She's been a great mare ever since we bought her. She's been steady, easy to train. She's one that everybody would love to have in the barn. Today she did her thing. She's a big stopping mare. That's her biggest trick, and she did that today. I looked at the scorecards and plus every stop and plus her turns, and she was good.
Well, it's impressive to me to see the horse win the Intermediate, win the Open, and
and the maturity be second. Or she won the
maturity.
She won the maturity,
Yeah.
and was second in the Open.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty big. So to win the maturity, she's 8 years old.
She's 8 years old this year, and she just keeps getting better all the time. She's one of those that's special mare.
That's pretty neat. And your haul, I was just looking through the pamphlet here, and it looks like you won a cooling sheet, a couple of coolers, a Morrison and a Morgan on the mare on one run here today.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun to show today.
Well, folks, I sure appreciate your time. Nathan, great job training. We'll see you down the road the rest of this week. Brooke, thank you so much for owning a great horse and purchasing here locally and keeping a horse here.
Thank you very much. It's always a good show. We love coming here. It's close to home, and they do a great job.
Welcome here to the best little derby in the West. These awards are quite prestigious in what they mean and what they stand for. And every year at this show, we tend to give this out, and it's a traveling award. You get it for that year and then come back, and it goes on to the next one. The first one is a Darren Stanzik Award. That means attitude is everything. And throughout the week here, the things that we've seen is there's winners, there's losers. There's ups and downs, there's horse problems, there's human problems. I mean, it's just life and the way things go. But everybody seems to overcome adversity and take care of themselves, which leads us into the next award that comes along with that, and that is the Becky Hansen Award. Both of these awards, both of these people have since passed on, and this kind of keeps their memory alive and what they stood for. The Darren Stanzik Award, attitude is everything, the good attitudes, the sportsmanship that you see, the camaraderie from each and every person that's here at the show, be it your personnel working the gates, running the show, the secretaries in the office, to our judges, secretaries, timers, announcers, everything that's going on. It is all integral in making this show go off seamlessly.
The very first one we're going to do is the Darren Stanzik, attitude is everything. Anybody know Darren? That was his motto. That's right. Woo! Attitude is everything. It was awesome. So, Michael, where's Michael? All right, so here's Michael. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was our 2020 recipient. Yeah, buddy. Pump it up. All right. So Darren Stanzik was all about attitude and enthusiasm for this wonderful sport we call reining. I've heard so many people this week that said that this sport's a very humbling sport. We all know that. As soon as you think you got it figured out, you go in there and you trot out of the roll back, or you get 2 spin penalties, or it never once you fix one thing, then something else falls apart. Very humbling sport, but you know what? When it all comes together, and it's just a great ride, how sweet that is. You know what? That's why we love this sport. You know what? Whether it's you're finding yourself in a win picture or licking your wounds, attitude is everything. Our 2021 recipients of the Darren Stanzik Attitude is Everything Award are very familiar with its principle. They lived it alongside Darren for many years, and it's just who they are. They're both there to pick you up and root you on, and I can honestly say I have never seen them without a smile on their faces. Both of them. 2 of the greatest, most enthusiastic lovers of this sport. The 2021 Darren Stanzik Attitude is Everything Award goes to David and Terry Stroud.
Tim, I always love interviewing you. And the thing is, the chat before the interview is just as fun and afterwards. This guy, we see him at all the reining horse shows. I'll tell you what an amazing sponsor of the reining horse shows all over. But the best little derby in the West and these shows that George does, talk to me a little bit about your sponsorship with them and why you love coming here.
Well, it's close to home. And it's just a special group up here. It's nice to have a family come to the show, and it seems like that's what the whole group of people does. George, you can't say enough about how he puts on a show and makes everybody feel at home and happy to be here. And there's so many come back just because it's the show and it's George. And yeah,
Well, now here's a question for you that I hadn't thought about, because we've added a show now. Coming next month, we've got the TKO. Are you going to be here? Because I know you're always on the road.
I'll be here.
Always. He's going to be here.
I'll be here, and then I'm deadheading to Oklahoma City for the Derby. So,
man, that's awesome. That's fun, though. Tim, you're put together the saddles for these. All of George's shows. You're the man behind the saddles. You've got Equine Oasis here. Great sponsor. Anything and everything. Let's talk a little bit about what you carry in your trailer.
Yeah, we try to make pretty much most of what we sell. We make our own saddles, the show pads, the bits, and on down the line to the leather and the strap goods. And of course, we're the Kimes dealer, and Kimes has just been a great thing with Yellowstone and everything for us.
Well, I've noticed that your inventory outside is getting larger and larger.
Yeah.
I mean, the racks of clothing and stuff. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. And last year we started our own work pad company, so it's kind of nice to have our own work pads, and we can custom do about anything anybody wants to do.
Yeah, that's neat. Well, and you've got a little bit of a shop with you. I mean, you've got some parts and pieces if people break down at these shows.
Yeah,
You know?
it is fun when somebody comes running in and saying, I'm headed in and we're broke.
Yeah.
That works.
Now you become a saddle maker, a sponsor, and a great friend. Tim, I got to tell you, it is so great to have you at these shows and see you and be with you. We'll talk to you a little bit later.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Folks, I am here with our show producer, Mr. George King. George, this is one of the things that happens from time to time. We've talked about the silent auction. We've talked about the crisis fund. And every time I do, I get chills because I've been here long enough. Not as long as you, of course. However, I've watched the great benefits that come from such a neat event. And this year, it's going to go to one of our very, very special secretaries.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you, we recognize that we have been so blessed with this horse show. I mean, absolutely incredible for this thing to have grown like it has. And we know that it's so much more beyond all of the imperfections that I have and the rest of our staff and everybody has. You know what? The good Lord's been really has blessed us with this horse show. And we're also very happy to be able to pass on that blessing. We've been able to help a lot of our family members of the GWHA, but now we're really close family. Anybody who's been to this horse show knows the name Jana Day. And
well, it's not only this horse show. I mean, Nevada, Utah, Oregon, Idaho, you name, Colorado, she's there. If there's a horse show, reining horse show, high school rodeos, she's involved.
She has been, and they may have noticed that this year she either hasn't been there, and some of the other her family members and her staff has been able to fill in for her, or there have been times when she's been there for a little while and then left. She came to this horse show. She started out the horse show here. She left here in the middle, and there's a reason behind that. I'm going to get emotional. Jana's got a very rare blood disease. And so come in November, she's going to actually go through a bone marrow transplant. And we're hoping that's going to help her a lot. And it's a scary time. And she felt like she was so blessed because her husband's got insurance and everything else like that. And, I pointed out to her, I said, you have insurance, but which is very good because, boy, it would be terrible. But when you still have to pay 20% of a lot of money, it's still a lot of money.
Still a lot, you bet.
Yeah.
Well, and I talked to Jana a little bit earlier on in the week, and of course I've known what's going on with her and talked to her, check on her, periodically. She's in great spirits, folks, and I mean, she looks good. She gets blood transfusions to really help her out with this disorder. With this bone marrow transplant, though, she is going to have to travel out of state from her home state and where she's going to live for 3 months down in Salt Lake City. She has to stay there for 3 months away from what she knows and work and out of work and everything because she has to be within 50 miles of the hospital.
Yeah, well, going down there and trying to live in that environment there and just being there and trying to be that close, and it's, well, wait a minute, you're going to go live in another house. You get your house payment at home, but she's she's been very incredible. In her spirits. We were just, and she, contrary to what her family members' request is not to be here. but she had to come to this horse show. I think, mostly it was for her own mental well-being, and just to be here with the people that are here at this horse show that she loves, and the family of our staff here at GWHA, and she had to be here. And it was beautiful for her to be here. I know it was. It helped her an awful lot, but it also, when she left, she was pretty tired.
Yeah, she was tired, and she was tired enough to fly home and trust Dawn to drive her car home. So
Yeah.
we know. George, let's talk a little bit about what we can do here to help. We were talking today about the raffle tickets and what's going to go on tonight, and some other ideas we had.
Yeah, interesting. We have a silent auction that raises money for our crisis fund, and but the word gets out, and it's just amazing how the people step up. Carlos Silver down in California, who hasn't been a vendor for a while here, but has a place in his heart for Jana. He has donated a custom-made headstall valued at like $1,750.
Nice.
And Tim Bauer has thrown in as well a breastplate to go with it, custom made. I mean, you go over there and you get to pick out one, and that's valued about $1,750. So we're talking about $3,500 just in a piece of art. I mean, because what Carlos puts together is just incredible, and he makes both of those. But so that's a donation from both of them. Jerry Fowler, Custom Bits, he has donated a bit to go, and again, you go over to his booth over there, pick out what you want. He's going to go make it and ship it to you. And how incredible is that?
Custom made, anything you want, because he designs whatever mouthpiece, cheek piece, whatever you're looking for whatever discipline you need it for.
So if that isn't enough reason for you to buy a $20 raffle ticket, I don't know what is.
Well, and the neat thing is $20 will get you one, okay, but if you pay $100, you get 7.
Now, anybody you have to be a mathematician to figure that out. That's a good deal.
That's a good deal, but not only that, if you buy them tonight, this afternoon or evening, we're having a poker run.
Yes, we are.
And if you buy the $100 worth of tickets, it gets you an entry into the poker run for this evening.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's 3 extras there.
And a whole ton of prizes that we're going to give away from the poker run.
Exactly.
Besides the fun that's involved with that.
Oh, yeah. You can get some vittles and drinks as you
Vittles,
wander
yeah, that's
around.
right.
It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to a great cause. And here's the other thing we were talking about, you and I was sharing with each other. You don't have to be here at the show to donate.
That's right.
We can get call-ins, right?
Yeah, that's right. So you can actually call in to the show office. We'll flash that on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, our videographer will put him to work and make sure that he can edit this the right way.
That's right. That's right. So you'll be able to call in with a credit card, and you too can actually then get tickets.
Yes.
We'll fill them out for you, put them on there. But most importantly, you'll have that opportunity to be able to support Jana in her endeavor as well.
Well, one last final thing from me anyways. I would love to wish Jana at home, if she's watching, God bless you, and our hearts are with you, and you're a great part of our family.
Indeed. To become a top 10 in the world, it's how much money have you earned. Okay, well, we're offering 2 slates of NRHA classes at the Best Little Derby and the Low Roller. And we've got 3 slates of classes at the TKO. So here's 7 slates that have an opportunity for you to go earn money and get yourself in the top 10. This year, provide an incentive for everybody to come to the TKO along with the other 2 shows, to come to all 3 of them. And do that by offering some prizes at the end of the year. And we're talking nice Equine Oasis saddles, custom bits, spurs. We've got a whole ton of a bunch of prizes that we're going to give away. More great prizes that you get from the Great Western Reining Horse Association.
Folks, we're here at the Chamber of Commerce, Napa Chamber of Commerce, excuse me. I'm here with the beautiful Jill Kreider. She is the one that ties up all of the loose ends, head of marketing and events here in the Greater Napa Valley.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on in Napa throughout the summer?
Yes, there's a lot going on in Nampa that I'm really excited to share with you about. Nampa's closeness and proximity to Boise at lower costs and slower pace of life makes it a great spot for leisure travelers. Nampa is home to the Snake River Stampede Rodeo, the Ford Idaho Center, which includes an arena, a horse park, a world-class horse park, and an outdoor amphitheater. We're also home to the Warhawk Air Museum. We have the beautiful Lake Lowell and a great, vibrant downtown community.
That's one of the neat things we've seen coming into your facility here. Driving in, there's a great park. I'll tell you what, there's duck ponds, all kinds of grass area for the kids to play. It is superb being here, and the accommodations throughout Napa are wonderful. Can you talk a little bit more about what is going to be happening as far as events coming up with the month of May?
Sure. Here in the month of May, we have the Best Little Derby in the West, of course, which we are excited to welcome back to Nampa. We also have high school sporting events happening here in Nampa. We've got concerts at the Idaho Center. We have concerts at our Nampa Civic Center and festivals and activity.
It's always busy here in Napa. Well, we're glad to have you on board, and thanks for a great interview and taking such good care of us while we're in the valley.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Folks, I am here with Thomas Brighton with Brighton Performance Horses. Thomas, let's talk about your program and what you do at home in your barn, and how many horses you've got and what your program is right now.
Our program is revolved around reining horses, obviously. We do it all. We do all the aspects of reining horses. We start with the 2-year-olds and hopefully bring them up through their futurity year, and then keep them through their derby years, and then hopefully they all make good rookie horses later on.
Are you breeding at your facility, bringing up colts from babies, or are these a lot of your outside horses?
There's mostly outside horses, but the last couple of years, my wife in particular has kind of taken a little bit of the breeding thing under I guess her supervision, under her wing, and that's kind of been her baby. So we've got a couple of home-raised babies that we're just crawling on this year, and they seem to be going pretty good. So we'll see if we're good at it, or if we need to leave it to somebody else.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to be just fine with it. Let's talk about the Best Little Derby in the West. How many times have you been to this show?
Oh man, we've been coming for quite a while. I don't even know for sure how long the Best Little Derby's been going, but I think we've been coming for 7 or 8 years probably.
And you're out of the Idaho Falls area?
We are.
And so you are around George and Robin King quite a bit?
We are, yeah.
And tell me about this show, what it means to you coming here.
We love the Great Western shows. They're just a great place for people like me to come and put some earnings on some horses, and we don't have to drive across the country to be able to do it. George and Robin, they do such a great job putting these on, and they take good care of us, and that's why we like to sponsor Great Western. Is it's just a great group of people, and they really care about horses, and they care about all their participants.
Well, now that's one of the things that's going on with three shows are going to be at the same venue here in Nampa. Are you planning on coming to the TKO?
Oh, we will be here. We will be here.
As I understand, that's the place to put the earnings on the horses. There's going to be a lot of added money.
Well, and it's exciting because, where else can you go to run for like $15,000 in an intermediate open?
Exactly. Yep. Thomas, it's been great visiting with you, and good luck throughout the week.
Hey, thank you.
Inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, no, just you watch. I'm stepping bending to fade. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made.
This is how legends are made. The Great Western Reining Horse Association brings you the best little derby in the West. I'll tell you what, with over $200,000 in added money and prizes, this boasts to be one of the best little derbies, and that's why the name is the best little derby in the West. We also have a red shirt futurity for the 4-year-olds that's going to be coming through, and we are going to take you on a tour of the entire event. We'll take you to Cowboy Church, hear from some of the winners of this event. Also, we're going to talk about the expansion here at the horse park. Join us all week long for the Best Little Derby in the West 2023.
This is how legends are made.
We are going to draw for this cooler. All right, ready? Drum roll. Okay, and Paul's going to draw. Here it is. All right. And the winner is... Oh my gosh. Robin King. So you know what? Actually, that is a great draw. Stick around and get your pocketbook, get your checkbooks out, because Robin is donating this back to Jana, and we're going to live auction this. I'm overwhelmed with the generosity. Give me $100. Let's get this going. There's $100. Give me going. Get 2. Oh, there's 2. I got 3. Here's 3. Getting a 4. Who's got? Yeah, I need 6. I got 5. I need 6. Yeah, there's 6. I got 6. I need 650. I had 6. I need 650. I got 6. 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 Yeah. All right, I need 7 now. I got 650. I need 7. I got 650. I need 7. I got 650. I got 650. I need 7. It's just like $50 more. It's good. 650. I got 7. I had 650. It's gonna go 7. I got 650. I got 650. It's gonna go 7. Gonna go 7. Sold, 650. That's awesome. That's very awesome. Thank you so much. That is just incredible.
George King, I got to tell you what a great show that you put on. We are here at our last show of the year. We are at the Low Roller 2022, but I'm kind of sad to see it end. What do we got going for 2023?
You know what? Because we are just so crazy, maybe. I don't know.
I'm sure
You know what? This has been we have 2 amazing shows, the Best Little Derby in the West, which is in May, and then obviously the Low Roller Reining Classic here in October. But you know what? That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. We decided that in June we're going to add another one. So we got 3 shows in 2023. You know what? Maybe people ought to just buy a house here in Nampa and come here and live for a while, because they could be here for a whole month.
Yeah, 30 days in Nampa, Idaho. So we know about the Best Little Derby. We know about the Low Roller. Let's talk about the TKO.
Oh, the TKO. We call it well, it's the knockout. So what is it all about? Well, it's another thing outside the box, okay? We decided what we're going to do is we're going to offer a show and with no aged events. No fraternity, no derby, no maturity. It's just a regular horse show, but it's not a regular horse show, okay? Because this show is going to have $150,000 in added money. Like a $20,000 open, at $15,000 intermediate, $10,000 non-pro or novice horse, both non-pro and open, level 1, $10,000 level 2, $10,000 level 3. How crazy is that?
That's a lot of money and a lot of fun. That's going to happen in June?
It is, and the reason we call it a TKO because it is the beginning of an opportunity for people to be world champions, reserve world champions, top 10, right?
Perfect. So you got a chance right there to be world champion. One show, that's a possibility.
Well, it's going to get you a really, really, really good start.
We like it.
That's right.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Yeah, well,
don't know if this is a good idea.
Like because you know what? That's right.
It's going to be the.
You never know. You never know.
Be one of them.
That's right. That's right. Hey, we want you guys because we have fun. We want you to come on out. Put that on your calendar for next year. You know what? TKO 2023.
3 great shows in Napa. TKO is the new one, and make sure you're here.
I'm here with Matt McCausland. We just had the pleasure of watching you doing a paid warm-up inside. And Matt, we talked on the phone a little bit earlier, and we was talking a little bit. I was going to ask you about F2F livestock. The folks at home need to know the theory behind this because your conversation with me was great.
So F2F stands for form to function, and my wife and I came up with that. We have a cow horse background, and we just feel very strongly that the horse needs to be functional before form. Before putting any man-made form on them, they need to be able to steer left and right, and take a cow down the fence, be able to handle them. And if each horse is a little different, if their neck needs to be a little bit higher for them to be the most efficient, that's what that horse should be. So we like all of our horses to have their own style, and then that function will turn into their own form.
So you like to build that foundation for them to build off of, get them started, and wherever they're going to go, that functionality comes in with them, and they're rideable, very user-friendly at
Absolutely.
that point.
And we want each one of our horses to look different because they're going to have their own style. We don't want them all to look exactly the same, that any man-made buttons put on them.
And that's a great point right there. And I've rode and trained and broke a lot of horses, same as you have. I've never met two that are the same. They're like humans. They all have their own quirks, their own personalities, and we have to learn how to get along with them and make them functional.
Absolutely. I don't have the luxury of just being able to go get a new horse because it didn't fit me. Usually we have to figure out how to work around that horse and get him to be, or her, be the best of their ability, and then usually we have more success in the show pen.
So tell me, how many horses did you bring here to the low roller?
We brought 17, which is just about our whole barn.
Wow.
We try to strive for quality as opposed to quantity, so we only keep 18 to 20 horses.
So now, are these horses that you're raising as colts in your breeding program, or are you bringing in a lot of outside horses?
Mainly outside horses, customers. We do raise a few of our own. We're starting to build and keep some of these better mares that we're buying. So that's kind of down the future as far as building our own retirement, basically.
Sure. Yep. And that's where it all comes from. Well, Matt, we're certainly glad to have you here at the Low Roller. We wish you the best of luck throughout the week, and thank you for your continued sponsorship.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks. Take care. Slide into the 2022 Low Roller Reining Classic, brought to you by Chris Cook and Horse of the West. Airing on RFD TV November 28th and December 5th at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time. All right, folks, I am here with Equestrian Overture, and we are going to talk to Paula and Sherry Boardman about what's going on. Sherry, tell us a little bit about the event that's coming up.
The event is our biennial fundraising event for the Idaho Horse Park Foundation, which is a huge way that we get money for our improvements to the horse park.
Very, very nice. Now, I know, Paula, that you have a big part in this, and I can see when the actual event comes on, and I've heard scuttlebutt around about a Cowboy Christmas that's going on. Why go to Vegas for a Cowboy Christmas when you could come right here to Napa, Idaho?
That is right. Yes, that's the brainchild of Sherry, coming up with a Cowboy Christmas idea. We've got some fantastic vendors lined up, and people will be able to pre-shop. If they're attending Equestrian Overture, they'll be able to shop that evening, and then it will be open to the public on the 15th and 16th, that Saturday and Sunday.
And that is of December? Of October. Christmas in October. So the actual event is, Sherry, what's the actual dates of the event?
The actual date for the Equestrian Overture this year is Friday, October 14th, and then Cowboy Christmas is the 15th and 16th here in the arena.
Now,
to the public.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on and how we get tickets. Sherry, can you tell us a little bit how to get tickets for the Equestrian Overture?
You can get tickets by visiting the Ford Idaho Center website, and there will be tag lines where you can pull down a menu and it'll connect you directly to our event, and you can buy tickets right online.
That's perfect. Paula, I want to quiz you a little bit. Wednesday night here during the Low Roller, we are going to be celebrating 20 years at the Idaho Horse Park. And will you tell us a little bit about the event that's going to go on that night?
Yes, the foundation is super excited about celebrating 20 years at the Idaho Horse Park. So we're going to be hosting a a birthday party for the horse park, and it's going to be in conjunction and held at the same time as a non-pro derby draw party. But we'd like to invite everybody to come. Everybody is welcome. We're going to be serving complimentary wine, hors d'oeuvres, and special Snake River Stampede beer.
Man, that sounds like a good time, and that's going to be happening Wednesday night, October 5th at 5:30 p.m. If you are here on the premises or can get here, can we purchase tickets for the Equus and Overture at that event too?
We will be able to facilitate that. We're doing online purchases this year, but if you want to buy tickets, we can definitely help you out and get that done that evening. No problem.
Okay, Sherry, now I want to talk to you a little bit about that evening also, because that's going to be a great opportunity. This beautiful bar that we're standing behind,
yes,
along with a cooler that we're going to show you a little bit later on as this rolls through here. And there's something else in the raffle. I believe it's this TV that's to the left of me. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit about that and what the raffle means, the prices for tickets, and what we can do there?
Happy to. I absolutely love this bar. I'm going to be sad to see it go to whoever the lucky raffle winner is, but this bar is a raffle item. It will be drawn the night of Equus and Overture on the 14th, as well as the TV that Hadley's Old West has built for us and donated, which is a lovely donation. So here's what's fun about Wednesday night. This lovely ice chest over here, it was donated.
Rick Latham, our president. Yes, Dr. Rick, he's into woodworking now. Lee actually talked about how he spends more time in his wood shop than with her lately.
Yes,
so
I can see how that goes. But he has decided to donate this as well. So all of the people, the participants that buy raffle tickets, are going to get a double whammy that night. And the double whammy is you buy tickets for our items, you also get entered to win this, which we're going to draw here.
So the cooler will actually be drawn here.
Yes.
And if you win that cooler, your name still goes in for the bar and the TV to be drawn in October.
Yes.
Or on the 14th.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So best bang for your buck. Make sure you come 5:30, October 5th, Wednesday. That's going to be Wednesday here. And we're hosting that on...
Right here.
Here by the Equus
our booth.
Right here, Equus and Overture booth. You'll be able to see these great prizes firsthand. It'll be the place to be, and that's October 5th at 5:30. That's going to be Wednesday.
That's right.
Stop in, get your tickets.
Right. And I can tell you they're $20 each for an individual ticket, or you can buy 7 for $100, so that's quite a deal. So, and if you don't happen to have cash with you, that's not a problem. We can charge your show bill. So
oh, that's really
we'll make
great.
It easy.
Put it on the show bill. Yes. We love it. Hey, thank you guys so much, Paula. We appreciate you and everything that you do. Sherry, same to you. You guys are always a great interview, and what you do for the horse park is phenomenal. Thank you very much for your time, ladies.
For the icebreaker, everyone has a screw or a bolt, and then you're going to go around and find who has the matching piece to it so that we get to know each other. Today we're doing our regional delegate elections, and that just means we're going to elect our delegates for this region, and they're going to represent our association.
I think it's really important to start getting involved younger, because you can just make a lot of contacts. It also is very good if you're interested in going to college to put on your resume.
Your first place team is team number 4.
We thought, well, the youth should get to have a few different things as well.
They're going to give us new ideas to the officer team, and once they're a delegate for 1 year, then they can run for officer position in Oklahoma City. It's extremely important because they're the future of our association, and like their new ideas are going to help this association grow and continue.
I am here with Kendall Wiggin. Kendall, got to see you running my arena out there today to the coverall. Let's talk about the rookie level 2 and what happened out there. Can you tell us a little bit about your run?
So today I showed my 6-year-old gelding I'm Not Rough or Troubled in the rookie level 2, and we scored a 73 to win the class.
You know, in the 73, it was kind of a neat class out there because we had a 73 to win the class, and you came towards the tail end of the class. I think we had almost 100 runs out there today, so give or take 96, something like that. Kendall comes in. What was your draw number?
96.
96. So it was right there was 2 more, I think, after you. So she comes in the last of the class, leading the class for the longest time. At the first of the class, we had a 72. Then from that 72, it dropped down to a 71 and a half. And I thought, man, we are going to be, this is what we're going to see is this 72. And Kendall comes in and smokes them with a 73. Let's talk a little bit about your family and your barn and stuff at home, because you and I were talking about the training and upkeep on this horse. Now, you own the horse?
Yes.
And as far as facilitating the training and stuff, let's talk about that a little bit. I know it's a family-owned operation with you and your mom and dad and sister.
So my dad's a horse trainer, and he helps me out a ton with the horses. And my mom helps get me to all the shows, and my dad helps out at them. My sister, actually, she owns a Clydesdale at the moment. But
We were talking about her a little bit too, the mare, the Clydesdale mare. She's like 17 hands, and you guys ride her around the farm some, huh?
yes, she's fun to have around.
It's pretty neat because your family, Wigan Performance Horses, Travis Wigan, they're part of their sponsorship. They're part of our family here at the Low Roller. You're on the youth board. Your sister was on the youth board a couple of years ago. Is she still on the youth board too?
She's on the youth board with me this year.
So that's fun. So the family that plays together stays together, and these guys are fantastic. Kendall, are you entered more throughout the rest of the week?
I have to go home tonight and actually go back to school.
Oh, that darn school's getting in the way.
Yeah.
When you're training and you're riding as well as you are, who needs school, right?
That's what I thought.
Let's just go train horses and become rich. Kendall, congratulations. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And good luck for the rest of your year.
Thank you.
There you go. It looks very intimidating and complex when you walk in a casino and there's a crowd around the table and everybody's hooting and hollering and throwing chips all over the place. And if you don't really know what's going on, it can be kind of intimidating. But it's actually a very simple game. There are certain etiquette rules you need to know. You can never have a drink over the felt. You can only hold the dice in one hand. The dice need to hit the back wall. Get your hands up before they throw the dice. If the dice hit your hands and it's a 7, then you're usually crucified. Whoever has the dice, and the dice just goes around the table. You don't have to shoot if you don't want to, but most people like it. So on a pair of dice, there are 36 possible combinations. You have to throw the dice, get one of these numbers. Whoa! She has to roll an 8 again before a 7. The most common combination is a 7. The way casinos make money is they pay you less than what you risk. Everybody got their bets in? These could be made 5 ways, these could be made 4 ways, these could be made 3 ways. Statistically, the odds are in your favor, you'll win it. You have to make a pass line bet. The other players do not have to bet on the pass line. 7. The game is simple. You just put your money on the table and the casino takes it.
Low Roller Reining Classic. We're making it exciting, we're having fun, and that's really what it's all about. It's not just a horse show to come and just show your horses at. We've got a whole vendor row of a lot of vendors. We have parties pretty near every single night during the week. We just want to make it totally fun.
It is a great show in our own backyard. We get top-notch riders from all over.
Folks, I am here with our level 1 rookie co-champions. We had a tie out there, 71 points. We've got Mika Peachin, Sandra Farley, and I'll tell you what, their runs were back-to-back. They were spot on. 71s for them. Mika, let's talk a little bit about your horse and your run today.
Okay.
Tell us what you felt like out there. Did your horse work the way you was expecting him to?
So we've actually had a real hard time with that arena out there, the coverall, because it's small, and my horse is unusually large for a reiner. He's 15.3, and so he takes 2 strides and he's done with a circle. So I've been struggling with that arena quite a bit, and we just really worked on it hard and came in, and I'm pretty happy with the score. My pattern placement was a little off, but I'm pretty happy with how he did. And
well, you can't get much better than first place.
Yeah, I guess not.
So I mean, it could be a 40. First
Yeah.
place is first place, but 71's a good score. I mean, let's talk about it. 75 is where you're starting with, right? So we're good. We're liking it. Sandra, let's talk a little bit about your run and what you thought of it out there today.
Well, I'm going to agree that coverall has been our nemesis. This is my first year to show him. Each time I've been out there, it's been a little bit difficult. He is not large, but still things come up in a hurry in there. So we had a little different tactic today, and it worked for us. A little disappointed he came out of one of his stops. He's generally a pretty big stopper, but he gave us all, and proud of his score and how it ended up today.
So that one little bobble was your half point where you wouldn't have been co-champion. So she's got to take you're going to take a percentage of her winnings for that screw up, or
to me. I love it.
So let's talk about the other thing that's going on here, because it's a rookie level 1, and that's going to qualify you to go to Oklahoma with our ARC finals, right? Yeah. Now, with that being said, I understand that that's putting you as the first rookie of the year for the Western Regional Finals here.
That's what I understand too. Pretty exciting.
Are you pretty? Now, how long have both of you been showing?
This is my second year, and last year I just showed a few shows, and this is my first year with this horse. He's been in the family. My daughter showed him for a couple of years, so I've known him, but this is my first year with him, and so this is all new and exciting.
How many shows have you been to on the horse then this year?
Probably 4 or 5.
Oh, so you've been showing him around a little bit, and lots of practice, I'm sure. Mika, how about you?
I've been showing for about 4 years, and I've had the same horse the whole time.
That's awesome, and it's just coming together, and so this rookie thing's kind of a big deal. I'm very proud of you, and congratulations, and
Thank you.
Good luck in Oklahoma City.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Folks, I'm here with Nathan Ivy. We have quite a deal to talk about here. Limited opening champ, right?
Yep.
Or limited open
Yep,
champ.
won the limited open.
Was in my arena. I was able to announce it. 72 and a half.
Yep.
72 and a half points comes through. Takes it by a point and a half.
So I think,
Or a
not sure
point.
the
I think we had
exact
a
spread, but
I think
it
we
was
had a
good.
71 and a
Yeah.
half. So a good solid point. 72 and a half is nothing to scoff at. Let's talk, Nathan, a little bit about this horse and this horse's genealogy and family.
You bet. So he's a wonderful horse. He's been in our barn for about 2 years. Rick and I bought him about 2 years ago at the NRBC. I had him ever since. Super resilient horse, crazy beautiful, very athletic. He's been a little tricky to learn and get with, but we're kind of coming together this year and have been doing very well. This show, he really exemplified what he does strong. He +1 turns, plus half circles, plus half stops. He's just super athletic and really demonstrated that in his style and pretty today. What's more unique about him is his family. He's part of the NRHA's first $1 million family. So his mother is a NRHA $1 million producer, and in her lifetime she was only bred to one horse, and that was Smart Like Juice. So The two of them combined to produce offspring that have won over $1 million, and obviously he's contributed heavily to that. And that's the first family, so to speak, in the NRHA history that's ever done that. The first sire-mare combination to produce $1 million in money earners. So a really unique history, and of course his mother's one of the best in the business, and he's carrying on that legacy. And we're fortunate to have him and his full brother have been in our program, and so we just love that family, and they fit what we do really well.
So, and that's neat for you folks at home and listening and watching. And of course, we all know horses. There can be mares and stallions that different barns promote. I mean, anywhere from your embryo transplants and collecting and reset mares to the semen shipped across the nation. Studs and mares can generally earn $1 million throughout their career, but that is neat that is a one and done.
Yeah, it's really neat to just have that combination, and we're very fortunate. Like I said, we've had 2 horses from that family. Our Moonshine horse won over $120,000 for us, and then now we're just adding to the lifetime earnings of, we call him Tequila. So he's our Tequila, and we love him. He's a unique horse, and he's relatively young. He's 8 years old, got a bright future ahead of him, still showing he's sound and happy and loves his job. So.
Well, that's pretty neat. You know, Nathan, you can see the hardware here across the table that he's won for you today. You've got some horses coming up in the futurity. We're just into day 2 here at the Low Roller, and you're already taking home the bling. So we're going to wish you great luck in the rest of the week, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much. We love this horse show. George and the whole association does a wonderful job promoting this. We'd like to send a big shout out to the sponsors who support this wonderful show. It's a huge benefit to our industry, and we're really grateful for the behind the scenes people, and especially those who sponsor this event and make it such a first class event for us to come to and have these opportunities as exhibitors.
Very well said, Nathan. Thank you very much.
Frank.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
Welcome to Cowboy Church. If you've ever seen the sun sink low in a western sky.
I'm just excited to come to the Low Roller event. These are my kind of people. Right? These are real, these are raw, they're down to earth.
If you've ever woke up to the music.
The best part is I've entitled this message, Are You Entered? And that's my question is, are you entered in life? We all have a race set before us, right? And the Bible says to run that race in such a way that you may obtain that prize. You don't have to be entered. You can be a spectator and watch me run my race. There's no risk in not being entered, but there's also no reward. So get entered up, guys. Get entered in this race. Keep your eyes fixed upon the prize and run that race in such a way that you may obtain that prize.
Of a dewdrop on a cactus rose.
There's a lot of different versions of the gospel, but the gospel for us is just what the Bible says. The gospel is that we can have life and life more abundantly through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
As believers, we do not die. The Bible says, if you die and you believe in Him, yet shall you live.
Understanding your need for a Savior and asking the Lord Jesus to be that Savior, to guide you, direct you, and give you a life that will be beyond your wildest imagination.
Daddy should have been a preacher man, 'cause everybody loved to hear him speak.
Good music always tells a story. Good music gives you something to reach into. And so I like to choose songs that reach people where they are, that maybe strike a chord of familiarity with their lifestyle or what they've done. So I lean heavily on the old cowboy music.
Don't ever sell your saddle, never owe another man.
Being part of ministry, you hear a lot of people's stories, and people are going through a lot of really difficult things. But the Bible reminds us, man, to just enjoy and look forward to those trials because they are the proof of a true relationship with Jesus Christ.
Don't ever sell your saddle, 'cause life's a long, long ride.
Our ministry is pretty simple. You break it down. We want to meet people where they are and love them for who they are.
Hopefully it leaves people with a message of hope.
Don't ever sell your saddle, 'cause life's a long, long ride.
Welcome, Grace Harward. It is nice to have you here in the winner's circle at the winner's table. Let's talk a little bit about you and your horse and your run from yesterday. I understand that you won the youth in the 13 and under division along with the short stirrup.
Yeah.
And how was your run?
My 2 runs were super good. I really enjoyed it.
And let's talk about your horse. You told me the horse's barn name is Dewey. You call him Dewey at home?
Yeah.
And is there a reason you call him Dewey?
He's my grandpa's horse, and so that's just his name.
That's just his name? Perfect. And what is his registered name?
His registered name is Blue-Eyed Mega.
And Blue-Eyed Mega?
Yeah.
How old is Dewey?
Dewey's 18.
He's 18, so he's been around the block and done this a little while.
Yeah, he's
And
done
how
it a
old
while.
are you, Grace?
I'm 10. Or 11.
You just had a birthday recently if you're forgetting how old you are.
Yeah.
You have to be my age to really forget how old. So let's talk a little bit about your prizes here at the Low Roller and what you won. You won, so winning both classes, what was your big prize that you got from them?
I got 2 Morgans, a boot jack, and 2 plaques.
Oh, wow. So you really cleaned up then.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. So are you entered in more classes throughout the week here?
Yeah, I show Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday, and so I'll get to see you outside in my arena then.
Yeah.
On Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep, so that'll be fun. I'll get to announce you out there and we'll get to watch one of your runs. I'm sure glad to have you here, and congratulations.
Thank you.
On your winnings, and best of luck the rest of the week.
Thank you.
The update for the RV park expansion. You know, we started out thinking that it was going to be something that was going to be quick, easy, we're going to be able to get after it, get going, get doing it. And like any other government regulated project, it has been very slow, but still promising. We had to go through a whole process of getting bids on it. We had to go through, there's just all kinds of paperwork that has to be done. I want to say that it came in like about $2 million, which was more money than, and that's right now what we're dealing with in our economy. You know, the cost of everything's gone up. And so along with the bids for it. Now, the city's been really good. The Horse Park Foundation's been fantastic, working on trying to get some of the extra money that was going to take to finish doing the project. The neat thing is that the whole vision on this thing is it's not just been RV parks or RV stations with power, sewer, and water. We want to have like a small park area there for the kids to be able to go to. They want to have shower facilities there like we do here. Here in the main building, we have all kinds of shower facilities and stuff, but at the horse park, or where the RV park will be, they want to be able to do that sort of stuff. They want to make it a full-blown, make it so you can come and stay and enjoy yourself. And so they're doing all the right things. But it's a slow process. But I think they've got it. They do have a contractor now. All confidence, we'll see, that we'll have it for the low roller. We won't have it for the TKO, but we'll have it for the low roller and the Northwest Affiliate Finals. So we'll have it here by October.
We are at the Low Roller. I'm here with my friend Tim Bauer with Equine Oasis. Tim, how are you doing this year?
Yeah, it's been a great year. It really has, and it just keeps getting better.
Have you been traveling crazy this year?
No, not me. Yeah, we had a couple weeks off in midsummer, but we're back at it.
Well, that's one thing that I noticed, and you can probably tell me more about it because you go to more of these reining shows than I do. However, I mean, we know the pandemic was the pandemic, and that kind of slowed us down for a while. I've noticed things picking up immensely everywhere in all aspects of the Western lifestyle.
Well, every reining show this year. In fact, I was at a couple quarter horse shows. Every single one of them was up over last year. And the low roller in Vegas just had 1,250 stalls. That's just amazing.
They're the high roller. We're the low roller.
The low roller.
We're the better
here.
ones.
Yeah, that one too. The high roller. There you go. I get too many horse shows going.
Well, that's the fun thing about the low roller and the high roller. You know, all these reining shows, we all work together, and it's the same community, just a different place to go and compete. Which, you know, listening to George King, producer of the low roller here, they kind of done it for a spin-off, and it's fun.
Yeah. Well, they make it fun here, all the things they do.
Well, and your sponsorship is immense. You always take good care of us here. Tell us a little bit about what you do for the low roller and the reining shows around.
Well, we usually try to add $25 gift certificates. We give those out at every show. In fact, I think most of the shows around the reining shows around the country, they're given out whether we're there or not. It's something that we like to do. We do a lot of award saddles. Here, I believe we have 4 this year.
Wow.
So yeah, that's kind of a neat thing when we can put those out.
Well, and it's neat to see. We were talking. I'm looking at your inventory. I think you keep growing. We just talked about that before we went live here. You're going to need a bigger trailer.
Yeah, we're working on that. Need something that we can put more space in.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. If you get a second and you can, swing by Equine Oasis. Check them out. Everything from apparel to saddles. You've got some parts and pieces in there. If things break, we can kind of fix things.
And show pads and all the daily shampoos and everything you need, we're here.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, Tim. Thank you for your efforts, and thanks for being here at the Low Roller with us.
Okay, thanks.
Incredibly excited. The Low Roller Reining Classic. When we originally started it, it's kind of a spoof because Amanda Brumley has this incredible horse show down in Las Vegas called the High Roller Reining Classic, and we decided, you know, we're going to start something up here in Idaho. What are we going to call this one? And we decided, let's call it the Low Roller Reining Classic. In 2012, we were, I think we had $24,000 in added money, and so even though we still are the low roller, this year in 2022, we've got over $160,000 in added money. So it's grown way beyond our expectations. We're making it exciting, we're having fun, and that's really what it's all about. It's not just a horse show to come and just show your horses at. We've got a whole vendor row of a lot of vendors. We have parties pretty near every single night during the week. We just want to make it totally fun and exciting, and that's what it is. It's much, much more than just a horse show.
It sells more stalls than any event ever at our horse park, and we are delighted to welcome people from all over the Western United States. They also are hosting the Western States Affiliate Finals, so people are coming to Idaho to qualify to go to Oklahoma for the big finals event coming up in November.
We still have that little theme, that casino theme. We call it a showcation, okay? It's a show, but it's a vacation. And that's what we want you to do. Come on here and have a great time. You know what, we try to think outside the box on so many of the different things we're doing, and we get excited about that. That's because it makes it unique and different.
It is a great show in our own backyard. We get top-notch riders from all over.
You know, we're very fortunate to have live streaming. We have, you know, like we can hit such a huge market of people can sit at their home and watch what's going on and all the runs that are happening. You know, we have people in Australia who are watching. I mean, probably from all over the world. What we want everybody at home to do is go, what the heck am I doing here? Why am I not in Nampa, Idaho, having this much fun? Even if you don't go home with a paycheck, you're going to go home with a smile on your face because you've been here and had a great time.
Low Roller is a good show because it's kind of the last show with some good money, and of course we all like coming here. Try your 3-year-olds and see if it's worth taking them to Oklahoma or not. My client Staghead Ranch is owned by Brad and Liz Eves, and this year they had the opportunity to purchase Magnum with a Dream, a 17-year-old stallion. He's by Magnum Chick Dream out of a Shining Spark mare named Shine on Sayo. He's won, I think, about $130,000. course, it's been a while since he was in the show pen, being 17. I remember, 10 years ago watching Josh Visser show him, and I always liked the horse. I was intrigued by him. I think the whole industry was. So I've ridden several of his babies, and I've always liked him. I thought he was one of the more underrated stallions out there. To have him in my barn and be able to ride him, because he's still in good shape, so we've been riding him a little bit. It was really neat for me. I didn't know that the Vissers were ever going to sell that horse, so I never thought that I'd ever be involved with him, but it was a great opportunity that came about. His offspring, the ones that I've had, I would say they're good-minded. That's the main thing I would say about them. They've all been very easy to train, and the talent is there as well. They're big stoppers. He's a very talented horse himself, even at 17. He's definitely a very well-built horse. He's got good conformation, and that's been true of the offspring that I've had and some of the other ones that I've seen out there. His most famous, most accomplished baby is a horse named Guaranteed a Magnum, and a lot of people think that horse was by Magnum Chick Dream, but he's actually by Magnum with a Dream. And Guaranteed a Magnum, of course, is the horse that Jimmy Vanderhoeven won the NRHA Derby on twice in a row. The Magnum Chick bloodline, you can't go wrong with it, and right now I would say Magnum with a Dream is as good an option as there is out there if you're looking for a Magnum son. Right now they're charging $17.50, I believe, this year and next year. Either come to Heritage or call me. I've got a website, PrestonKentReining.com.
For us, this is very exciting because as we're trying to run these horse shows and trying to do this, we've had limited number of RV spots with full hookups. We have 44 of them. And here at this show, we've got, I think, 130 people showing up with RVs.
We want to work on the RV situation to where we can add 84 to 110 or so RV spots and make that one of the nicest ones in the area.
It's going to be sewer, water, infrastructure, paving. It's going to be a nice addition to here.
The city has allowed us at this point $1 million to start this project. The Snake River Stampede Board they're putting in $100,000 to develop this, and so all the extra money that we're raising on raffles will be for making a better park for everybody to enjoy.
And right now with the architects, they're planning on having that all done by April of next year.
You can't go wrong with supporting horses and shows and events that the people can come see them.
From the Northwest, I think we're one of the best ones in the western states as far as a horse park. And it's because of the work that the foundation has done for the last 20 years.
The good part is not 1 cent is going to be used by the taxpayers. It's all coming from the participants in the events. And that is so cool.
Because we want people to come here. We want the horse people to come back and enjoy this park.
We've got a vision now. The plan that we put together is not only is the RV, but it's to whatever money we have left over. It's going to stay here at the Idaho Horse Park.
That's a win for us because that just helps us with being able to put on these horse shows.
I'm here with Matt McCausland. We just had the pleasure of watching you doing a paid warm-up inside. And Matt, we talked on the phone a little bit earlier, and we was talking a little bit. I was going to ask you about F2F livestock. The folks at home need to know the theory behind this because your conversation with me was great.
So F2F stands for form to function, and my wife and I came up with that. We have a cow horse background, and we just feel very strongly that the horse needs to be functional before form. Before putting any man-made form on them, they need to be able to steer left and right, and take a cow down the fence, be able to handle them. And if each horse is a little different, if their neck needs to be a little bit higher for them to be the most efficient, that's where that horse should be. So we like all of our horses to have their own style, and then that function will turn into their own form.
So you like to build that foundation for them to build off of
get them started and wherever they're going to go, that functionality comes in with them, and they're rideable, very user-friendly at
Absolutely.
that point.
And we want each one of our horses to look different because they're going to have their own style. We don't want them all to look exactly the same, that any man-made buttons put on them.
You know, and that's a great point right there. And I've rode and trained and broke a lot of horses, same as you have. I've never met two that are the same. They're like humans. They all have their own quirks, their own personalities, and we have to learn how to get along with them and make them functional.
Absolutely. I don't have the luxury of just being able to go get a new horse because it didn't fit me. Usually we have to figure out how to work around that horse and get him to be, or her, be the best of their ability, and then usually we have more success in the show pen.
So tell me, how many horses did you bring here to the low roller?
We brought 17, which is just about our whole barn.
Wow.
We try to strive for quality as opposed to quantity, so we only keep 18 to 20 horses.
So now, are these horses that you're raising as colts in your breeding program, or are you bringing in a lot of outside horses?
Mainly outside horses, customers. We do raise a few of our own. We're starting to build and keep some of these better mares that we're buying. So that's kind of down the future as far as building our own retirement, basically.
Sure. Yep. And that's where it all comes from. Well, Matt, we're certainly glad to have you here at the Low Roller. We wish you the best of luck throughout the week, and thank you for your continued sponsorship.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks. Take care. Folks, I am here with Casey Sarita.
Hello.
Casey, so proud of you. You were out in the level 1 and level 2 in the Green Rainers with us today, out in the Coverall Arena.
Yes, it was very fun.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that. That's a first class that was completed so far.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Low Roller of 2022, you are the first champion that's going to be crowned.
Right here. I'm really excited. It was a good class.
What a neat run. You was a 71.5.
Yes.
On your horse. Which horse was you riding for the?
Gonna be stylish. So her name is Gunny. And he's a 4-year-old out of Big Star, and his mother is Be Stylish with Me. Ginger Schmershel showed the mare quite a bit, so he's very special. I'm really excited.
Yes, and that name Schmershel is synonymous with Reining for sure.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about your reining career and what has gone on in your showing career. You've told me that you showed extensively and then have been on a hiatus for a little while.
Yes, I showed very extensively in the paint and quarters my whole youth, and my last year of youth I was fried and just didn't want to show anymore. So I'm actually an equine sports therapist, and I work with some of the top horses in the country, and the McQuays called me and asked if I would come and work on some of their reiners. They let me ride custom-made gun just to get me a little addicted to it, and since then it's kind of been a roller coaster. So this is the first show year for me since I was 17 years old, and I'm turning 35 in a month, so it's been a very long time.
That part that you said about let you ride a horse to sort of get you addicted,
Mm-hmm.
I can see by that smile, grin from ear to ear. That is one of the greatest things about this Western heritage, reining horses, anything to do with horses. Once you're hooked for life.
Oh, the addiction is real. I rode one and I couldn't get enough of it. I had to ride more and more and more and more and more. And then the horse I won today on, I actually saw him in an ad and just fell in love with him through the ad. And so when I was at the McCutcheons working, he was the first horse that I saw, and it was just game over from there.
So with that being said, you had another horse that you rode today too.
Yes.
And placed on that one.
Yes, I tied for third on PS Ice Queen. Her barn name is Boo, and I love her so much. She is the best mare in the world. She's super sweet. I love her.
So that's not a bad day for you. Level 1, level 2, champion.
Yep.
And then go ahead and take third on your second horse.
Yes.
Now, did you only bring 2 horses here?
I only brought 2.
Well, only 2 that are in the winner's circle. That's enough. Champion in the level 1 and level 2, third place. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to see you down the road throughout the rest of the week. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Ford Idaho Center, and we are at a premier reining event. I'm here with Stephanie Porath, Rock Creek Reining Horses. Okay. Tell me a little bit about it, and tell me about your sponsorships and your affiliation with this reining show.
So it's kind of like a family event here, right? So we all pitch in and do our time and do our work, but it takes a village here to put it together.
You've seen some interviews earlier. Her little boy Clay done an interview, and it is a family affair. It takes a village. That's what we're talking about, all the way from this big to this big. Talk to us a little bit about the big screen. You've been involved in the growth of these shows here. Can you tell us a little bit about when that came to be and how it's different than other reining shows around?
We started the big screen here about 3 years ago, and it's been quite nice to be able to see the sponsors and everything going on, or the show that's in the other arena while everyone is outside doing other things. It really has been a great asset to the horse show.
I think she's exactly right. That way people can come out here, and while they're warming up outside, they can look over and see it. You know, the draw numbers come up. It does tell you when you're up, who's on deck, or if there's a drag or what's going on that way. Can you tell us a little bit about your barn and maybe how many horses you brought, who's showing, and what's happening this week for you guys as a family?
Yeah, as Rock Creek Reining Horses, we try to sponsor the show just because it's, part of our association that we're contributing to. But however, Rock Creek Reining Horses, we have, close to 25 horses maybe in training, and we try to, Jackson, he does all the training. We have a couple assistants and stuff like that at home. They also, we tend to have a handful of futurity horses that we try to compete with every year, and some derby horses as well. At this show, we brought 16 head of horses, and I'd say half of them are derby horses, and brought a couple 3-year-olds, but then the other half are our grassroots, our rookie riders, our limited non-pro riders who, wanted to come to a bigger show and just compete and they're trying for that top 10 rookie shootout. It's a big deal.
These trainers put a lot of effort into it. So to come to a show like this, you folks are in Idaho Falls. Correct. And so it's about 5 hours, 5 hours for you to get here to Napa. Not just the horses come, you have to bring. How much hay did you load and bring?
As much as we can. Yeah. I think we actually loaded a ton pallet on the back of my parents' flatbed pickup, while they hauled the awards trailer over. So
every nook and cranny is full of feed, and so now, and here's the thing, I've been trying to get with Stephanie to do an interview all week long. Hard to find. 16 head of horses to take care of, got kids running around, clients, and they're showing. Let's talk a little bit about your showing career, because you took some time off and recently are back showing, and kind of like you didn't even miss a beat.
I don't know about that. So I actually did take some time off. I went back and got my nursing degree, and so now I am a registered nurse. I work in the OR. I actually started a new job on Monday as a traveling nurse, and so it's take another step that way. It was a long haul there for definitely 4 years of studying and getting things, and I got the chance to show once or twice, but not really. I mostly showed up just to cheer our oldest kid, Clay, at some of the shows, and once in a while maybe I got to fly to the Futurity to watch Jackson show at the Futurity. I also think that last year it was kind of coincidence how I ended up with a Futurity horse, and kind of blessed with that situation, and she was very successful last year, and I've only taken a couple horses to the Futurity in my life, and I made the open finals, non-pro finals, at the level 4, and that was a huge accomplishment for me.
Well, congratulations on your success, and you are an integral part of these horse shows. I've been up here for, I think this is my 4th year coming now, and you've always been around. Even, the nursing degree she's talking about, she would come in and take care of kids and things that needed to be done around the office, helping out, and then back to the motorhome to do homework. We appreciate your tenacity, and thank you for what you do as far as the nursing degree. In the world that we live in today, man, what a career, and we are so thankful to have you. Yeah. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm here with Joy Sinner in the awards room. This is the greatest room that there is here at the Low Roller.
Yes, evidently. Yep, absolutely.
Joy, can you tell me how long you have been taking care of the awards here? Because I know it's been pretty much since I've been coming to the Low Roller.
Okay, so about 7 or 8 years.
And describe your job, what you end up doing here.
Well, everything gets dropped off in the room in boxes, so I have to take everything out of the boxes. So that's a lot of fun. And then I wait till I get the results from the office, and then people come in and we go over the final sheets of the class, and that's how we decide who gets what.
So you see what the prize list is, and you get to see their smiling faces come in and pick up all the hard-earned awards that they've worked for all week, and in each class. Sometimes you get to see multiple faces multiple times.
Yes.
Well, Joy, you do a wonderful job in here looking around at all the prizes. Can you tell us a little bit about them, what you have on deck? I see there's buckles, I see there's statues, the Morrisons.
Okay, so if we're talking about the low roller prizes, so each class is just a little bit different, but the slate of the actual prizes are the same. So first place, I have a really nice heavyweight cooler. Cooler. The second place is a sheet. Everything has our logo on it, and then we have a winter stall blanket. For the third place, a fourth place is an Equine Oasis gift card. And then a fifth place is a garment bag, really nice one that zippers and everything. And it is for fifth place.
Nice. So you paid down to 5 places. There's Montana Silversmith buckles in here. As Joy was talking, Equine Oasis gift cards or gift certificates. Equine Oasis, one of our great sponsors. We can't say enough about the Low Roller and the prizes that they give, and that's what keeps people coming back. Joy, it has been a pleasure, as always, and we're going to let you get back to work.
Okay.
Thank you, Joy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Number 1! Good job, good job. Woo! This guy's got a sleeper of a horse here. Number 6, all right. Okay. These are going to be worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars someday. Number 60. Woo-hoo! That's the one I wanted, but go ahead. Yeah, hear a woo? Do I hear a woo? Yeah, thank you. Awesome.
Welcome to the Ford Idaho Center. This is day number 3 of the Best Little Derby in the West. I have a few things to talk to you about. We have our silent auction. Miss Lee Latham and her husband Rick Latham are a big part of that, setting it up every year. They just wandered by, it was good to see them. But they set this all up. Typically we have these in the fall. This year, different circumstances, we're having it at our spring show. What has happened is Kyler Erickson, one of our secretaries, Don Erickson, his mom has been a secretary here for several years. He was in an accident, a bad car accident in California. Silent auction, there's some part of the proceeds is going to help the family out there. It's been on a ventilator. Things are looking up. He is out of the hospital now, but has to stay close and be monitored for about 6 weeks, and we wish him the very best. Prayers to all the family. The other one's a little tough one too, but this is where a community comes together. The benefit is also for Guy Vernon, one of our great reining trainers, judges, been part of the industry for so many years, passed away recently. So as a community comes together, and in the Western industry, it's family. It is all family, and it's all about family. The items that are here at the silent auction have been donated by clients, by spectators, by anybody around the area that has heard about this. Everything has been donated, and 100% of the proceeds are going back to the two families. So while you're here at the Idaho Horse Park, be sure to stop by the silent auction, check things out, check your bids often, and keep writing them in there. We'd like to see this go through the roof. We appreciate your time. Make sure you stop and see the silent auction. Diane Stewart, rookie winner.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about it. How was your run, and what are you thinking about the TKO?
During the run, I was just thinking about, it's the big arena. We don't get to show in the main arena very often, so I was very excited. So I just wanted to go out there and just do everything correctly. I've had a little bit of a rough rookie season, just 5 spins instead of 4 and just doing silly rookie stuff. So it was nice to just go in and be calm and collected. The TKO itself, gosh, what a blast. How cool is it to have 3 slates of rookie, 3 chances to give it a go and give it a try. So we are having a blast.
So that's a lot of fun, and that's great to talk about because of 3 slates and 3 chances to run at your level, and you're running for pretty decent money here. So where else can you do that? It's a lot of fun.
We won about $100 and almost $200 on Monday, so that is really exciting to add to our LTE. All the people, it's so great to reconnect with friends and family that you get to see at these big shows here at the Nampa shows. So far it's just been an absolute blast.
Best of luck to you, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.